We are rolling.
Nice. Well, hello, folks. We got episode number 14 coming your way. We made it through 13 somehow. I hope.
Did we?
Hope you guys have enjoyed that. That pure comedy. It was amazing. We're delving into several topics this episode. We got with you our usual crew. We got Simon, Theodore, Alvin. They're all hanging out there.
And the monks.
Yeah, so fun times. That was if you do listen to 13, be sure to tune in into the last part of it. That was definitely my favorite part.
Have some fun at 151. Yes, that was up on the
perfect
Instagram.
So we got our typical rundown. I mean, we of course want you to check us out, give us some likes, comments, just get involved if you like this show at all, or if you don't, we don't care. Just talk to us. We got some $1 million ideas out there. We definitely want to talk about the price of lumber that keeps going up. I don't really know much about that, but I'd like to hear from the pros on that issue. We might get an update on that Makita Roomba thing. Did they actually get one or not? Maybe they'll fill us in on their new employee. I'm not sure about that. Stocks and business. We're gonna delve into cryptocurrency, Ethereum versus Bitcoin, possibly NFTs. If you smoke menthol cigarettes, you're screwed. Lots of things going on there. Movies. We heard whatchamacallit was not good at all. What was that? What were we talking about last week?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we heard that one wasn't good at all.
I liked it. I watched it.
We're currently broadcasting during the NFL draft, so if you're want to be up to date on all the picks, just tune in. And
next week.
Yeah.
Don't watch the draft right now and tune in by next Thursday. We'll have up to date.
I'll do my best to get it up as soon as I can.
And of course, we have our typical badass booze segment. Be looking forward to seeing what everybody's drinking tonight.
And spoiler alert, I'm not drinking Buffalo Trace.
Whoa!
Alarm!
Alarm!
Stay
Matt's starting
tuned.
to show off with a fib.
it was Buffalo Trace the whole time.
So like we're always angling for a guest, so we'll have a new one at some point for you all. So let's get into the building side of things. We got, I mean, I know we talked a little bit about the lumber prices and how does this impact your guys' business, and why are the lumber prices just out of this world right now?
Well, it impacts us pretty immensely. Kelly just dropped before we kind of started recording that we had a Truss quote for a project that came in almost twice as much as what we had budgeted. So it was we had budgeted around 11.5, something like that, and the Truss quote came in at a little over 20. So yeah.
Well, I will say one thing. I will say one thing about this that I'm shocked, but it is an all pitched roof that is pretty freaking crazy. So I do at least understand, like I'm looking at the Truss plan right now, and there's like, it's insane. It's crazy, like how insane it is. Like, yeah, I'm looking at it just like, gosh dang, of course it's freaking ridiculous. So it's all pitched. It's kind of a Texas hill country house, so it's got super tall pitch. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's the worst of all worlds from a Truss standpoint when I think about how enormous these trusses are.
Where are we looking at on that last picture? Can you kind of circle?
Yeah. So what this would be is all of the trusses are kind of like your roof rafters. So it's all of these, this whole system. We buy a pre-engineered system that basically sits on top of the top plate of the framed walls that the framers make. So this whole system is a pre-engineered design system that makes up the entirety of the structural roof, the roof system. What I was going to point out is to Kelly's point is that every one of these where it says profile, right, where you see all these different, those are all unique trusses. So everyone that there's one of those, it's a unique truss. So this house has, so going from here all the way down, those are all unique trusses that make up the system.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't count, but it sure seems like there's probably 35 to 40 unique trusses, maybe more.
So each one of these trusses is engineered?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's part of the system that they engineer and they create, and so they'll come.
That's a requirement.
It's not a requirement, but what it does give us some peace of mind that that whole system's engineered and not site built, because you can site build rafters and trusses and all that. It's just hitting the code requirements is tough. And it's pretty timely, and it does take a lot of know-how. There are places still in the country, I think, that are still doing that, but this is becoming more and more common, is to have a pre-engineered truss system designed for the individual residents. Like I was saying, it gives us a lot of peace of mind knowing that that this has been engineered to stand the test of time, and that it's specific to this house. So there's advantages to it for sure. Sometimes, you can end up with some cost savings on like a simple porch or something like that by using 2x8s, 2x12s, that kind of thing. But now with the price of lumber, I'm not even sure if that's the case, because those beefier pieces of lumber are pricier and pricier, it seems. So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, that's the truss system is, and that's related to the cost of lumber, I think, and then also just the demand in the building market. I would imagine that there's definitely that factor too, to what degree each of them are covering, I'm not sure, but yeah.
And then E mentioned a few components earlier as well. You want to touch on those, E?
Yeah, just when Matt and I a few weeks ago were talking to some of the guys, they're talking about just due to coronavirus, some factories shutting down, and so the supply that is needed isn't being met, as well as the tariff situation. So tariffs are so high that not able to import into the United States. So Canada's making some lumber, but it's not coming to the US. So they're going to, I believe they said Mexico. And then all the other foreign lumbers is not coming into the United States because of the tariff prices. So
that is crazy, because Canada is either like 99% lumber and 1% maple syrup. And so if we're missing out on all that lumber,
official maple syrup, right?
Yeah,
we should definitely look into doing like a big lumber heist from Canada. How there was the maple syrup heist. We could be looking into the great lumber heist. And I love some of the new memes, where it's like, I'll trade you. There was something that I can't remember. I think my friend Jen, somebody sent it to me. I think my friend Jen did, and it was like some kind of Instagram, I don't know, influencer or whatever, and she's like, tell me you're wealthy without telling me you're wealthy. And then it cuts to this dude in his wood shop, and he's like, I got a piece of CDX 3/4, and I got 6 2x8s.
Well, I was bamboozled into bringing maple syrup to a work party one time. We had like a breakfast party, and I was like, I'll get the maple syrup.
No,
Didn't know it was that pricey. I was I Aunt Jemima, just
the same thing, right?
I should have just put it like in an empty bottle and just
totally. On the Canadian border, like on the Mexican border, we have like people using catapults to get over and digging tunnels to get under. But I don't know if they have that issue on the Canadian border. So we could have a massive tunnel coming over from Canada to the U.S. to smuggle all this wood in.
I like it.
I like it.
Nick. I feel like it'd be a fun heist because I can't imagine that the punishment is nearly the same as it would be for los drogas or los drogas drugs. I don't know. Mexico they say los. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it's feminine or masculine.
No, it's not drogos. It's drogas, right? Narcos. I don't know.
Anyway. Drogas, yeah.
Yeah, but I can't imagine that the penalty's that high. So maybe we just figure out a way to just throw them all into like one of the throw a bunch of lumber into one of the Great Lakes and then try to pick it up. I don't know. Yeah. I feel like it needs to have water in this heist.
Hope it floats down to Detroit.
We'd be bringing Detroit back.
Fast and Furious with boats.
Yeah,
on a lake.
I wonder if you could, like in Detroit, there's all these rundown neighborhoods and they sell the houses and the lots for like little to nothing. I wonder if you could go in and scrap all the wood, like recover the wood and then actually use that in new building.
That's an interesting idea.
The thing with that is when you're demoing a house, you have to be so careful with everything if you want to reuse it that I mean, it would almost be like you're hiring a company that isn't in a rush and has the patience to take everything apart properly.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be a point in time where that's gonna be profitable, right? Is to pay people to be real careful and but yeah, to E's point, I mean, he saw us pull apart his house and it'd be tough to try to make everything work, trying to pick it apart like that because you're just trying to
trash my house.
We were a lot like Rick James on Eddie Murphy's couch.
Fuck your house.
Fuck your house, E. You can get a new house.
Kelly just had his big old feet just rubbing across.
I didn't put my feet up on Eric's house. Man, I might have put my feet up. That motherfucker can buy a new house.
I'll tell you what you're not gonna do. When this granite comes in, you're not gonna stand on it.
I will not. No, I don't get to. I agree that there is no standing on the granite.
Wow, what's the story behind that?
I was at a Halloween party at Matt Adams' house, and I don't know, shit got crazy, and I was in his kitchen, and I hopped up on the counter and was like, "Woo!" And then I had beers in my hand, so when I went to sit down, I find it kind of like fucking just plopped down on my ass on the countertop, and I didn't realize that I was above the dishwasher.
Oh.
And I just fucking broke his granite.
Cracked
it, dude. Fucking just clip. I'm like, oh shit. I didn't know I mean, I get it, but figure it out.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, well, yep.
That was the
that will be happening at your house.
Yeah, thank you. That was the year Burkett was a Borat and had a chicken in his suit, or live chicken.
We went, he was Borat. Me and Lindsay, me and my little sister Lindsay went as Bleecker and Juno from that. It was hilarious because she got like this beanbag pillow, and we were drinking at Hooters before we went, and the waitress was like handing her beers, like, I don't do this. And then Lindsay like just punched her stomach. She was like, "Oh, I'm not pregnant." And but then Burkett goes as Borat, and that dude goes to some dude's house and buys 2 chickens, live chicken, and puts them in the suitcase. And then we're at the party, and they're in the suitcase the whole time. And then all of a sudden, it's like, all right, it's time to go. And he comes in and he fumbles it, and it lands, and the chickens start running around. And here, dude, just to reiterate how good of a human being that dude is. So then we wrestle up the chickens, put them back in the briefcase, and then Burkett's like, "Hey, come with me real quick." Then we drive back to the dude's house and throw the chickens back in his yard. And I'm like, I just want to know what that dude thought the next day when he was like,
counting them, like,
how did I get more chickens?
Hey, you two, come here. I can know you. I sold you last night.
Yeah, Ralph,
Did
can you
guys
drive
come home? You guys came home, and those chickens probably lived amazing life. No, he fucking killed them. But
Yeah,
That was a fun Halloween party.
sounds great.
super good.
I was Jackie Moon.
You were Jackie Moon. I still have that photo somewhere
Did we
of
did we
me, you, and
end up
Greg.
at Greg's house?
No. It was Matt Adams' house.
Matt Adams' house.
Out off of Valdez Road. Like if you're going into Mesilla.
Yeah,
That's a cool house. I wish I lived in that house actually.
That was a super cool house.
Yeah.
Old school Geo Green fucking monster. Yep.
Yep. I had the jersey and the wig and the
that's awesome.
headband, everything.
I do love that jersey. That jersey is sweet. Like Flint Tropics.
Mega Bowl.
I have it hanging up right in my closet.
You can bust it out at any time.
Yep.
Just take it to a bigger bank.
Did you go to a big bank?
Go to a bigger bank.
So good. So, did you guys actually pull the string and buy a robot vacuum like you said you never would?
No, we didn't.
Good.
At least not yet.
Not yet.
I'm still not sold on robots. I'm kidding. I'm sold on robots.
I do. Speaking of robots and like the autopilot crap, it seems like Elon Musk is arguing with the Houston Police Department every day about whether there was a driver in that one Tesla or not. Somebody actually sitting in the front seat. I don't know.
I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one.
I don't know the story.
Yeah,
I'm kind of curious if what kind of, well, there's so many cameras on a Tesla. I'm wondering how close we are to where there's going to be a surveillance camera in the cabin. Like, I wonder how soon that's going to happen, especially if they're going to have auto drive, autopilot, all this type of stuff, and like all this stuff about like what you have to be doing and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that. Like, there's fucking at least 3-4 cameras that you can see when you walk around my car. And I mean, I'm sure that there's more, and I know that there's different sensors and shit like that. But like, how big of a deal would it be for them to put just one, low res, cheap surveillance camera inside?
Yeah.
Just
So the story is that in Houston, somewhere around Houston, like a Houston suburb, this Tesla crashed, caught on fire. The cops showed up. Both people died. There was somebody in the front passenger seat, and there was somebody in the back seat.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't know that was the Houston one.
Yeah.
Some dude like straight up Jimmy rigged his fucking Uber to be like, just do my job.
Yeah. Totally. So the cops are saying there was nobody driving, and Elon Musk keeps saying, no, there was definitely somebody driving.
Why is he saying that?
I mean, he must. I don't think he would risk going out on a limb. I mean, I guess it would just be a terrible image for the company if there truly wasn't somebody driving.
I mean, if you don't have your seatbelt on,
doesn't matter.
Weird shit happens. Like, you could end up in the back seat when hitting that tree, but
yeah, I
guess you'd have to see what the black box says.
All right, I found some photos.
Nice.
They're not as fun as this melted car, but
I'm scared to see these.
Yeah, here we go. So, share. So, what you guys? I don't know if you guys know this, but I dressed up for Halloween and then I went and played 18 holes of golf in my Halloween. And that's on 17 at Sonoma.
Funny.
Ready to rock. So, feeling good.
How's
nice
that
day.
club
October.
so short right there?
The club isn't so short. It's the shorts that are short. If the shorts were a normal distance, the club would look okay.
It's an optical illusion.
So then there's me and Lindsay at Matt's house. That's part of the countertop that I broke. And then here's this.
Oh, with Greg. You and Greg. Won't you love me, sexy?
That's
And
great.
then Jack Sparrow. Fuck, that's funny.
Greg is a handsome pirate. Look at that.
Dude, he's always been tan like a pirate.
Yeah. Like he's just been out sailing the seas.
That is funny.
Oh, that was great. Love it. Good times.
So funny.
Flip's going.
I can't believe Washington still hasn't named their damn team.
They 100% don't want anyone to know what their team's called. They don't care.
No.
I'm telling the Red Tails. They should be the Red Tails.
Oh, they totally should.
I hope I hope they're the apples and they just confuse everybody about what Washington they are.
I like that. I'm okay. I'm in.
Okay.
I'm in.
They should totally go politically incorrect and go the Washington Bullets.
That's still the old basketball.
Yeah.
I have a Bullets jersey too.
I like those ones. Those are cool.
They're really cool.
Oh my God. You know what the single greatest name they could ever pick would be? The Washington Cowboys. They're just like, nope, us too. Us too. Cowboys. You a Cowboys fan? Damn straight you are. Damn straight you are.
That'd
be
really
funny.
No offense to whoever this person is in town, but I saw somebody pulling into Home Depot and they had like a construction trailer, and on the back door, like, you know, like a big, like 8x10 or whatever trailer, like enclosed trailer. And it had like one of those big fold down doors. And he had a giant Cowboy star and a giant New York Yankees logo. It was just like Cowboy star, New York Yankees. And I think, you know, I had to think about it for a second because I'm driving a Tesla and I was like, I think this guy actually might be a bigger douchebag than me.
All he needed was a Lakers
Lakers
sticker and a freaking Detroit Red Wings.
Yeah.
Okay, just to cover.
It's like, nope, you got them all.
We don't do business with you.
You love Alabama too? Great.
Manchester United or
there you go. Yeah. Got a man. Yeah, there you go.
Oh God. Yeah.
that'd be
That would
fun.
be.
We should put all those on your car, Matt.
That should be our joke, is every time we see Matt, we put another team sticker on that he actually doesn't like. He texted me and told me, he's like, hey, Kelly, hold on.
Okay, so did you guys want to discuss anything on your new hire, or is that still sort of hush hush?
No, it's not. It's not hush hush, but I mean, I think just we're getting closer to the individual's first day. So I think that might be the update. So I appreciate the coyness on that, Nick. I think from speaking to him and the way things are going to pan out, I think the 10th is going to be their first day. So probably announce next week. I think it'd be a great thing to announce and to talk about, but getting excited. Change can be scary, but I think that we've set ourselves up to make it work really, really well. And I really applaud Mark helping the transition. So there's going to be a lot of overlap between our new project manager and as Mark kind of, moves on to other stuff. So I'm excited, I'm excited for the new learning that we're going to, because I learned a lot trying to teach Mark. I think what's funny is you find the holes in your knowledge when you're having to explain something to somebody else. If that makes sense. Like we're like, oh shit, yeah, why do we do that? And I had to think through, okay, we do it because this, and this. And to me, it was just like a reflexive, that's just, this comes after this comes after that. We do this way. And then, having to teach it and having somebody kind of question, the whole kit and caboodle, really makes, would further my knowledge. And so I'm excited for my own personal growth and this other person's on like what it's going to inspire me to think about and what it's going to expose as far as my holes and my own experience and knowledge. So it'll be a good thing. So teaching there is an advantage to kind of sharpening your skills when you have to teach somebody else. If I remember right, one of my good friends growing up, his mom is I think still a doctor, but one of the methods. Hold on, my dog is. Hey, what are you doing?
So LSU did choose a wide receiver instead of.
Wait, LSU is a wide. LSU, the guy is from LSU.
I'm sorry, the Bengals chose a wide receiver.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, his teammate.
Opposite of what we were talking about last time.
Homie's teammate from a year ago or something.
I thought for sure they'd go offensive line, but
so, it'll protect his knees, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, he's put in his notice, and everyone's aware. So
great.
I'm not afraid to say his name.
You think we should?
Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
If you say his name 3 times, he shows up with fucking shooters. DJ Chavez. Welcome.
All right.
Well, welcome to the team. He fits in perfectly.
Salud.
He plays golf with me on Mondays. He goes to all of our parties. It's like it's. I almost wonder like how he's probably been getting a check for a few weeks. We didn't even know about it. He's like, nah, I get a check from you guys every 2 weeks. Fuck, you're everywhere.
You think we should ever burn any bridges at some point in this podcast, like way down the road, and rank every builder in town?
I wouldn't be afraid to rank every builder in town.
Be sort of fun.
Let's rank the Las Cruces basketball coaches.
Yeah.
I'm staying away from that one. Who's the coach for Mayfield?
Teddy Bridgewater. I don't know.
I think he just got traded.
It was Billy Keys. It would have been really weird.
He's gone though.
It was Billy Keys, but he went to northern New Mexico.
Yeah, Billy Keys is in Espanola now.
That's it's Espanola, lowrider capital of the world.
In Espanola, you're trying to tell me he's in Spanish? He's in Espanola. He's in Spanish.
If he's driving a '64 2-door ragtop with some Daytons on it,
dude, I hope if I was a small college basketball coach, I would get a convertible Mazda Miata and just hot dog it around everywhere. And here's the best part. No one would ever ask you for a ride. Never have to help anyone move, and no one's gonna be like, "Hey, coach, give me a ride home." You'd be like, "Yeah, get in." You're like, "Nah, I'll walk. I'm good. See you, coach."
Yeah,
good work.
Because they're worried about all the rumors that would fly after you hop in that coach's Miata.
And imagine if you're like 6'9" in a Miata.
Your leg hanging out the window. Hanging over the door.
This 6'9" kid, are you at what division school are you at?
Takashi 6'9"?
Dude, there's for Cruces High right now, who's like 6'10".
I'm gonna look at the.
Be that tall?
Yeah.
Actually, I rebounded for Onyate today. Actually, while he was doing shooting drills, because I went to go look at their bleachers. So he was just doing around the world, and that kid had to have been 6'6", 6'7". But
for Onyate?
Yeah, Onyate. I forget the kid's name.
Let's go to some high school games this year and talk about some high school basketball.
That sounds fun.
That would be fun.
That sounds fun.
Hey,
yeah.
Hey, you know me, dude. I want to talk about Ty.
You want to what?
Talk about Onyate, because Mike's a friend. I'll talk about Mike. Onyate. Mike's a friend of the podcast, but
sponsored by Onyate.
Ty is the one that I just want to crucify.
Hey,
okay.
You can't bring that bias in.
So here's the roster for the Northern New Mexico men's basketball team. We got a 6'4" forward from Albuquerque Cisco Academy. We got a 5'11" point guard from Magdalena High. We got a 5'11" guard from Santa Fe High School. We got a Jordi Moreno from Las Cruces. I don't know he's a guard or a forward. They don't even list a height for him. We got Mark Howard from Pasadena. He's 6'4". We got Tyreek Weaver from Dallas. He's 6'7".
From Dallas.
Yeah, they got a 6'6".
Like the city Dallas, or is there another Dallas out
Dallas,
there?
Texas.
I don't know about.
Yeah,
Okay.
6'4", 6'3", 6 foot 5'10", 6'4", 5'11", 6'5", 6'8". 6'8" is their big kid. He's their forward/center from DeSoto, Texas.
DeSoto, Texas.
And then what? Billy Keys isn't even. He's the assistant head coach.
He's not even the head coach. Who's the head coach?
Ryan Cordova.
No, he's the head coach. For sure, right?
Men's associate head coach. So maybe they share head coaching duties or something. I don't know.
Who do they even play? The
Aggies? Probably call it like some of those little schools.
Oh yeah,
on the Colorado border. See what conference they're in, Nick.
Okay.
They play the Aggies for sure, which needs to stop.
Yeah.
For the Aggies, not for them. For the Aggies. Aggies need to stop with that D2 shit and play at least some lower level D1s as
they need to pick it up for sure.
I don't know which conference this is, but they play the University of the Southwest. They play Oklahoma City University.
That's Hobbs.
Hobbs, yeah. They play Western New Mexico University, Fort Lewis, Western Texas A&M, Texarkana,
West
Mid-American, Adams State, New Mexico Highlands, University of Northern Colorado. Dang, they play the University UNC. They play the University of the Virgin Islands.
Oh, that'd be a good away game.
In some tournament. They played the Haskell Indian Nations University.
What?
So a wide variety.
A white variety.
Yep. I don't know what conference they're in, though.
Interesting. So while we're talking about sports, let's go into this draft. What do you think so far?
Yeah.
We know Lawrence is going 1. We knew that. That was a bold prediction by everybody.
Yeah. I guess 2 wasn't a lock. I mean, 2 was still sort of up in the air.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, and I think the biggest surprise might have been were the 49ers, where they moved up to 3 and took that North Dakota kid. That's sort of cool.
The QB from
I like seeing that. Like, I don't think that kid had done. I mean, he only started 1 year for them, and they're not like a top. They're like a lower level college.
Right.
So I hope he does well.
I am happy with how the draft is playing out, based on what I'm hoping falls to the Bills. Pick at 30. Colts are picking right now at 21, and there's some there's some guys that I'm kind of I don't know. I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. There's some guys kind of dropping that I'm like, all right. There's a linebacker from Notre Dame that I'm interested in. I didn't think he would be there, so
is his name Teo?
It's Matt Teo and his Asian imaginary girlfriend.
What happened to that guy? Is he in the league still?
He is. He's he's somewhere.
That was like the ultimate catfish, wasn't it? Or was he?
That was like that.
I saw some crazy statistics last night that the amount of players that make it after their 4th year is cut in half. So if 300 players are drafted, only 150 are making it to past year 4.
Yeah, so they call that your second contract. And so very like insane amount of people never get a second contract.
Right.
You got your rookie deal, which is it's first rounders are 5 years. Anyone after that's a 4-year deal. Second deal is anything up to it. But Teo was drafted in 2013, played his 4 years with the Chargers, then spent 3 years with the Saints and was with the Bears last year.
The Bears. Did you know that, Matt?
Bears.
Matt.
Sir.
How did
Teo?
What the hell happened to Teo last year?
Well, fellas, jury's out.
Matt was happy with the Justin Fields pick.
Yeah.
I love the
Bears need a quarterback bad.
I think, man, I posted it somewhere, but I think Fields and Lance might end up being the best 2 quarterbacks from this draft. So I think the Bears did something really good.
Yeah.
I mean, Lawrence is, man, I just worry about a guy. You know, it's the same reason why I sit there and look at freaking that Alabama quarterback, and then why I don't particularly care for Teo, Tua.
Yeah.
I don't care. There have been six Alabama receivers taken in the first round in like the last 3 years, and that's who he was throwing to.
Yeah. What do you think about Mac Jones with Belichick though?
I just think when you're throwing to 2 guys that were drafted in the first 10 picks, like, I just think be careful. Be careful. The 2 guys he was throwing to went before him.
No, I understand that.
And so I'm just saying, be careful. Be careful evaluating him on that.
What is your opinion with Jones with Belichick and his development? I don't know who the Patriots have at wide receiver or.
They don't have anybody.
I don't know.
No one does. So, I don't know. I mean, if you draft someone thinking they're going to be, there went one of the Colts took one of the guys that I wanted. I knew they would. I knew it's a well-run organization. Fuck them. I just, man, you got to be careful making these, you know, it's like, it always cracks me up when a quarterback comes out and he's under 6 foot tall. What is who do they always compare him to? Always. Drew Brees. Always. Drew Brees. Every time. Oh, he's a short quarterback, but he's kind of like Drew Brees. And you know, and then they're like, okay, then Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
And what's hilarious is where I'm like, so there's been one quarterback. Are you recording? Hey, did you ask for permission to record me?
I didn't sign a waiver.
But dang.
Oh, you should have seen all our names earlier. They're hilarious.
But you just have to be careful when the comparison is always the anomaly. Though the one that it's like, you know, if you really wanted to get Tom Brady, wouldn't you draft another quarterback in the 6th round like he was drafted? Good. So they always compare them to like the best case scenario, and I'm like, I don't know. Mac Jones. If you ask me who Mac Jones reminds me of, it's who's Kirk Cousins, you know, ho-hum, Andy Dalton. Like, yeah, I think fuck it. He might be, I don't know, maybe.
What about Doug Flutie?
They're speaking of 5'7", there you got that. So I don't know. They just always go to the extremes of like, he's under 6 foot. What if he's the next Drew Brees? And it's like, yeah, that's great. 20 years, there hasn't been another fucking Drew Brees. Because, you know, even a guy like Kyler Murray's not, I mean, he's short, but he's not like Drew Brees. Like, Kyler Murray plays more like Doug Flutie than any other quarterback.
He plays more like Doug Flutie than Doug Flutie?
Mm-hmm. If he had a buddy, a brother named Rug Flutie.
Rug Booty.
Rug Booty. He plays a lot like that quarterback, Rug Booty.
Rug Booty.
Oh man,
can't wait for you to get that jersey.
I'm about to actually buy my first Bills jersey in a long time. So then the guy told me, he goes, if you get more than one, we get a better deal. And I was like, all right, how many do we need to get? He's like, 4. And I'm like, I ain't buying 4 fucking jerseys.
Getting a Cole Beasley?
I was like, I'll find a
business is good, but it's not that good.
Right? I ain't trying to live that life. But I want a Josh Allen jersey. I want a Stephon Diggs jersey. And I would, you know what? I might do 3 because I'll be like, and I
have a funny story about jerseys actually and how expensive they are. So we are interviewing. I'm going to try to make this as vague as possible, so I don't give anybody's name up. But the story ends well. So we were interviewing a while back a kid who applied for a job at the schools in our department, and he came in. He looked really nice. Like he had his baseball jersey on. His pants are clean, nice shoe. Like
the interview.
Yeah, for interview. He was a kid though. He was like 20 years old, maybe 21 or something like that. But he looked good. Like he looked really nice. You know, he looked really clean. His glasses.
Did he come out of practice or something?
See, you would have been on the opposing
baseball jersey on.
You would have been on the other side of my argument. So he came in kind of like in a jersey and all that stuff. He did great. He had a lot of experience for his age. He was really mature. He spoke very, very mature. Like he and we hired him, and he's been a really good employee ever since. He's actually one of my favorites as far as what he's capable of, and just I like his character a lot. But what was interesting was the committee that I was on was a lot of older people, kind of like Eric, and they were critical. They were critical of him wearing a jersey. And you know what I had to point out to them is like that's probably the nicest shirt that kid owned. You know, up into that point. I mean, he had a nice. It was really nice and probably the most expensive. I mean, we all have different metrics of what nice is, and to him, he probably thought it's his cleanest, newest, most expensive shirt that he had. And I had to point that out to the committee, and I eventually got my guy hired.
Like a jersey?
A baseball jersey, like a baseball jersey, you know, where it buttons up down a button-up baseball jersey down the middle, and not like a basketball jersey, but he looked nice to me. Like he looked nice. He wasn't wearing like a button-up like collared shirt or anything, and also I would have preferred that for sure. I would have preferred him to, you know, look like business casual over that. But I did have to make the argument to the committee that he was wearing a very expensive shirt, and it could have been the most. If I had that jersey, it would be the most expensive fucking shirt I would own. You know, because what is one of those like $80 or something?
I could see your reasoning for that, because I'd much rather go off personality and answers rather than appearance.
Yeah, and it didn't hurt that he crushed the interview too, for sure.
Well, and like you said, Matt, like he could have been sitting there looking like I need to wear the nicest thing that I have.
Right.
And that might have been it. And that's why, you know, I agree with you 100%. Is that
absolutely
in his mind, he might have been like, I need to look good. And the thing that I feel the best in is the nicest. Like I saved up for fucking months to buy this, and this is my nicest thing.
Yeah. That was my angle on it anyway. But yeah, those fuckers are expensive though. I always think I want one, and then I'll go and like look at one at fans, and I'm like, oh fuck that. that's crazy. Like that's an expensive shirt right there for sure. So I get where you're coming from. Multiple. NFL.
That's why I'm getting the Stephon Diggs Vikings jersey.
I like that you're like shopping for counterfeit ones though, Nick. You like look for like Chinese jerseys with misprints and stuff.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just going straight to China. My buddy's just got a Chinese connection.
What you got? You got 2 jerseys. So who are the other 2 potential?
Oh, I'm a Bruce Smith. I'm gonna get a Bruce Smith, like an old throwback. Okay. Bruce Smith.
Yeah, what about Tyler?
Get my 2 new guys. And then go old school. I got Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith. That'd be perfect.
Jim Kelly, Bruce Smith,
Josh Allen, Diggs.
Stephon Diggs, wide receiver.
Well, I already have the Kelly jersey, so
right. Okay, so you're getting 3.
3.
It's gonna round it out to a solid 3. That's commitment right there.
Well, Gabe wanted 1, so I'm like, all right, I'll do 3.
Going back. Sorry. On
go
the.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. E.
No, go ahead.
No, you guys. No, you go. Go. You.
Suns made the playoffs.
Suns have clinched already?
Suns have made the playoffs.
Holy shit.
What is it? Since
Spurs are in the 9 seed.
Since the 2009-2010 season, they're in the playoffs. And I like how Chris Paul was like, "Oh, I'm happy for Devin Booker because now everyone can see how special he is." We know how special he is. We know what Booker does.
Now, you know what though?
Booker balls.
People don't, dude.
Really? You think so?
Let's talk. Yeah, like the general Matt, what's your opinion of Devin Booker?
I have no opinion of Devin Booker.
Nick.
Matt doesn't watch basketball.
He's dating one of the Kardashian sisters.
Yep.
What college did he go to?
No, Jenner.
I think
Kentucky.
Nick's comment might be worse than mine.
Kentucky.
What's it correct?
Yes. Jenner. Kendall. Wasn't he doing Kendall Jenner?
Yeah.
Kendall Jenner.
I mean, doing yes, in both ways. I didn't think yes.
No, does he? I don't know does he play defense at all, or is he just purely a scorer?
Does anybody play defense?
Oh, he's a scorer, all right. Boom.
Booker puts up numbers, absolutely.
He gets buckets.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the Suns. Going back to the
I know 4 Suns players, and that's amazing.
I only know Booker.
I think it's
Chris
a
Paul,
test.
right?
Chris Paul, Booker, the kid from Arizona. What is that?
Ayton or whatever.
Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton.
Cam Johnson, because he played at
TJ Warren.
Don't know.
TJ
I know
Warren.
4. I know 4, and that's it.
TJ Warren. I'm trying to think of who else they have. I think they clearly have like a sneaky. I think them and if you ask me to say who are the 2 craziest teams that are pretty good, them and the Knicks. But once again, I think it's a testament to how underappreciated Chris Paul is. I saw a post, like something popped up on Twitter the other day that was like pre and post Chris Paul, and it was like the Clippers before Chris Paul got there, after the Thunder after Chris Paul got there, and after the Rockets before and after, and then now Phoenix before and every time, all 4 times, they've had better winning percentages with him than it's cool.
Yeah, I liked Chris Paul at some point in time, but everybody does in the NBA now. Everyone complains so much that it's just like you're not going to take him home.
Dude, he's such a fucking piece of shit. I hate him, but he's fucking amazing.
No, he's good. Yeah,
but he's such a douchebag. He's dirty. He flops. He fucking.
I saw a video
that elbows you and then flops when you fucking almost elbow him.
I saw a video that was kind of juxtaposing the style of basketball play from like the late 80s, early 90s to today, and the amount of like what's the word I'm looking for, like contact, and like the shit. How would you describe it? Just like the aggressiveness of play. And like what would fly for fouls and not. And it is kind of funny watching all the flops and shit, like in the later, in the more recent years.
There's one guy on their team that I definitely know you would not guess.
On Stockton.
On Phoenix.
On Phoenix. Defensive stopper.
Old Spurs guy.
Bruce
Bowen.
Played for the Celtics.
Played for the Celtics? I was gonna say PJ Tucker, but
nope.
Played a defensive stopper that played for the Celtics.
DeAndre Ayton.
Nope.
Yeah. Torrey Craig.
I'll just tell you. Jay Crowder.
Oh,
he was my next guess. No, he literally was my next guess.
Was on the roster.
I'll show you why. Torrey Craig was right here, and Jay Crowder was right here.
You were on the side.
Bridges was a high draft pick.
Yeah. Yep. Mike Al Bridges he's from? Where's he from? Villanova. And they have Kaminsky too from Wisconsin. I don't know how he's doing anymore. What does he do?
Does he even play?
6.3 points per game as a footer.
Well, you can't compete with Ayton or whatever.
Yeah. What is Ayton? Ayton is 14.8.
Not great, but he's how many blocks per game?
Actually, they don't even have blocks per game.
There's no defense anymore. You're not allowed to play defense.
He gets 10 boards though. 10 boards a game. That's good.
Not bad.
For
DeAndre
6'11".
You know, I mean, the only thing that sucks is he was 1-1. You know, first overall pick. And, you know, when you draft that first overall pick, you kind of hope that you get a guy that, like, changes things. And, I mean, he's a perfect complementary guy. But I think their big three of Booker, Paul, and Bridges is kind of nasty.
How
blocks? He averages 1.1 blocks per game this year.
Interesting. Seems like it'd be more.
He's down. Last year was 1.5.
How long's Chris Paul been around?
Since dinosaurs. Let's see. Ayton was born in 98. That's funny.
That's crazy.
So, my buddy, who I think I mentioned last time when we were talking about Teslas, he just picked up his. I guess he got a Y. He likes the Ys, so he got a new Y. He ordered it. They shipped it down to a warehouse. He picked it up at the warehouse. He shows up to the warehouse, like they don't even ask him for an ID or anything. They just give him the car, and he goes. He's like. They were the like the least organized group of.
Where was this at?
In San Diego.
Oh, we'll all go to San Diego this weekend.
That frustrates me so much. That frustrates me so much, considering that I couldn't like even just pay them. Like they wouldn't let me pay for supercharging on my way to Albuquerque.
Did you get that figured out?
No. I plugged it in.
What's the deal with that? I didn't understand that.
So I went to Santa Fe, and I only made it to Albuquerque because I was able to supercharge in Tier C. And so
supercharger in Tier C?
Yeah, there is. Right by the hotel next to the Walmart. And so I wasn't even really gonna supercharge there. I was gonna supercharge in Albuquerque, but I did just because like I was hungry. So I was like, well, to hell with it. I'll just stop and grab something, then head out. So I supercharged for however long that was, not very long, and then I hop in and it says supercharging no longer available, like set up Tesla account. And I'm like, well, that kind of sucks. So I get to Albuquerque and I try to figure it out. So I get to the supercharger station in Albuquerque and I plug in and it won't let me do anything. So it's like, set up your Tesla account. I have a Tesla account, add payment to your Tesla account. I add a payment to my Tesla account and it doesn't jive with the car as your car. So it won't let you supercharge it. And then I was looking online and it shows other people being able to just put their payment information on like the iPad dealy bob in the middle, but it wouldn't let me. I just kept tapping it and nothing would happen. So I ended up finding a hotel at an undisclosed location and parking it there overnight. And I wasn't necessarily their guest, but I was utilizing their electricity. And then I grabbed the car the next day. Back in Albuquerque and drove it home. So that's when I sent you guys that picture of only having like 22 miles left or something like that. Yeah.
You couldn't even speed home. You had to go.
No, I was going 75 the whole way and like 72 for a while just because I didn't want to like drain the battery. I was Googling like, how do I make this bitch last? And I would watch like how many miles the battery had left versus versus how much was on the GPS. And I was like, okay, I'm looking at the rates like, okay, they're not matching up now. I'm going down. I need to slow down a little bit. So I kept slowing down until I got back, and 22 miles remaining on the thing. And then it came up like right when I was about to plug it in. It's like, your battery is very low. Like, you need to charge it immediately.
And what's crazy is, have you done any research on what happens if you run out of electricity?
No, I'm sure it's horrible.
So I've heard, and I don't know if this is true.
Spontaneous combustion.
That
it crashes into trees.
Yep.
It has to be a Tesla tow truck that comes and gets you.
Interesting.
How much does that cost you anything?
I don't even know where a Tesla tow truck is, but it because
get onto the back of a flatbed.
It's not like you can put your car in neutral.
You can put it in neutral,
even when the battery's dead.
Good point. I don't know about that. I know you can put it in neutral because I've taken it to a car wash, and you do the little thing in
right before it dies.
That's a good point. If it's dead, that's a good point. I don't know if you can. I don't know how you would manually put the thing in neutral. Everything's a fucking iPad or a button. Like, there's not any
exactly
there's no ka-chunk, like there's nothing that does a ka-chunk or a like a ratcheted to do anything.
Ed Zachary.
What is special about a Tesla tow truck then?
I think it has a plug that it's got like a charger built in.
So the wheels to
so a Tesla tow truck is a tow truck with a generator and an adapter.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah.
So we'll start building some.
Yeah.
Business.
Absolutely.
Tesla tow truck undercutters.
The Tom Green undercutters pizza. That was great.
Undercutters pizza.
They got so mad at him.
He had like his tackle box with all the ingredients in it, and was just like, "What do you want on your pizza?
What do you want on it?" Starts
like pepperoni. Okay, just take out some pepper.
Yeah, still to this day, one of the greatest things ever.
That was great. Not a lot of people.
Would be a funny move to do is like go down to Mexico and do that with like flowers. Like when somebody's like selling flowers for like 25 pesos and you're like, I'll do it for 24, 22 and a half.
Yeah, just be like, here for free.
Yeah, just take it.
For free.
All the cheap you're just like getting different cheap gum and just,
like,
hey, just take the pack. I don't care.
No, but we're getting there. Two guys that I really liked went in the last 4 picks, but
so
I'll drink those away.
Back to Phoenix. Chris Paul, 16 points a game. Oh man, everything just disappeared. Born in 85, I think is what it said.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Born in 85. 15-year vet.
15.
16.2 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 8.7 assists. That's nice.
That's real good.
Yeah. Not bad for 35.
Right? I can't stand him. He's a piece of shit. He frustrates me. I fucking despise how he plays basketball. I would want him on my team. I'd want to play with him. He changes the game. He changes games. He's a game changer. He's one of those people that truly makes players around him better. And I think it's extremely easy to see that in play.
Yeah.
Ours are up at 25, Browns at 26, Ravens 27, Saints at 28. Hey, did you guys hear that Aaron Rodgers fucking just came out and was like, I ain't playing in Green Bay anymore?
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. I had a friend who posted on Instagram. They're pretty bummed out.
Yeah, he was just kind of like.
That's what you get when you screw with Aaron Rodgers.
When you draft in the last 2 drafts, in your last draft you draft his fucking quarterback in round 1, a backup running back in round 2. You haven't drafted a first round receiver ever, and you fucking kick a field goal down 8 when you need a fucking touchdown. Yeah. you basically fucking bought him a plane ticket out of town.
Absolutely. It would be great if he just totally did the Jeopardy gig and
yeah, he's just like, you know what, fuck it. I really want to do Jeopardy.
Yeah. I'd love it.
I'm the host. Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be sweet. I mean, you'd probably get paid more, maybe. I don't know.
How much longevity was that? For sure.
Definitely not.
No, they're not. No, you never get paid more than a starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, but how many more seasons does he have?
Oh well, no.
He's 16 years in the league already.
Wow. So he has a couple more years, maybe 3 or 4 more years.
I don't remember him having any big injuries or anything, so he could be Tom Brady, like just keep on playing.
So supposedly Alex Trebek's salary was getting paid around $10 million a year.
Okay.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, like, that's cool. Like, good for him. I don't know how he's gonna spend it, but
well, not anymore.
The highest person is Pat Sajak on Wheel of Fortune.
I was waiting for Matt to pick up on that.
Bills, you just fucked the Bills draft pick by being bad to the.
Listen, funny's funny, whether it's Carlos Mencia jokes or not, dude. Funny's funny. That was funny.
Matt, F1. What have we got
cool.
this weekend?
Oh, yeah.
Have you brought it up on the Fire Stick?
No, not yet.
Helmet cams.
I'm super excited for that though. We're gonna figure that out.
How have you not brought it up yet?
How have you not brought it up? What are you doing?
The helmet cams?
Yeah.
No, we're about to. This weekend.
Aren't
they live? Well, I don't understand. Aren't they live for the races, or is it something that I'm not understanding?
Well, there's a whole channel of, I don't know. Like, that's why you got to get on the Fire Stick and start going through the F1 channels and see what it's about.
I need to, because I thought it was for the race, like live during the race.
No, I think there's all sorts of options.
They're just wearing their helmets around throughout the city.
At the hotel eating Chex Mix with their helmet cam. No, I'm excited. Portugal looks cool. I was looking at the track actually. I just pulled it up, but it's it's kind of interesting. Here's the track for the race this weekend in Portugal. The standings right now are pretty
trap. Is that where the cops are at?
That's where the speed trap is, where this is the pit. So this is where the pit meets the this is the pit where it meets the track. Yeah. So that's where you can get caught up behind somebody getting back onto the.
That's when you get your coffee and just recharge and then get back on.
Bingo. Yeah. There's a Denny's right there too. Yeah. It's pretty.
Starbucks and a Denny's.
Yeah.
If you get penalized in the speed trap area, you have to they force you to fall back or something?
I think so. I think there's all kinds of rules.
There's all kinds of that would be interesting to look up. What type of rules they got.
So driver standings right now, of course, the man up in front, Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen.
What are the points? Let's see. What are the points?
Points 44 to 43. Verstappen's right behind him.
Wow. Oh, dang.
Yeah, Lando Norris right behind him. Look, Ferrari coming back into the conversation, because I know for a long time they were doing really bad. Bottas, the number 2 driver for Mercedes, rounding it out in 5.
Who's in last?
I think
they have McLaren Mercedes too versus just regular Mercedes.
Yeah. It's I think McLaren Mercedes is
how pissed do you think Haas Ferrari is to have the last 2 out of 3 spots?
Pretty pissed. Haas has had just dog shit. Same with Williams. They're not good.
Mick Schumacher. That's what's his name's son.
Yeah,
right?
Mick is Michael Schumacher's son. Yeah. Yeah, who's
How
driving
is
for Huss?
Mercedes? Is the Williams Mercedes like a family vehicle or something?
It's like a sedan.
So I think the Aston and the Williams Mercedes are powered by Mercedes. So it's Williams constructor, but Mercedes is the power plant. So it's using Mercedes motor, and like Haas Ferrari is a Haas team, but it's using a Ferrari motor. So they're racing a Ferrari motor.
So I mean,
So it's
so it's
pretty
not
much the
like,
skill
go back
level.
up to Hamilton.
Yeah.
So how come? Why wouldn't Mercedes want to be like it? Obviously, if they can engineer, well, and the driver has a lot to do with it. So my argument's going nowhere right now. Never mind.
No, I'm still learning too, but ask the questions because I'm sure other people have those questions. I don't
like it's just crazy that if you have a vehicle that performs that well, obviously the driver has a ton to do with it.
Right. No,
I mean,
100%.
The specs on the engine, all engines all have to be the same, right?
The tolerances are really tight. Yeah, I think that there's like kind of some small differences between them. You know, Honda, Mercedes, and Ferrari, and but yeah, the specs are really really tight as far as like how big they can be. I think there's a max horsepower that they can even put out, that kind of thing. So yeah, but no, it looks like a cool race. It looks like the track is going to be really really neat.
8 o'clock on Sunday, right?
8 o'clock on Sunday. Yeah, it should be.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 7. So
no.
I get a little bit more sleep then.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock on Sunday morning. It's going to be a fun one. It's I think the track's pretty cool. It's the Heineken Grand. We might even need to get a 6-pack of Heineken, so we have a Heineken to watch the Heineken Grand Premio.
Perfect.
Yeah,
I'm doing Bloody Marys and
weather like in Portugal on that day.
That's a good question. Yeah, what city is this in? Premio de Portugal. What city is this in? I don't know how to. Let's see here. What city is it in Portugal?
There's only one city in Portugal.
Yeah, F1 Portugal race track. I don't know where it's at. Let's see where it's at. It is the Circuito de Estrol and
Portimao.
Yeah, Casca. Is that what it is? Or is it this one? Estroi. It's
I'm looking at the 2020 race. I was assuming it was going to be the same track, but I guess
maybe it's different. Yeah, I don't know.
0 chance of rain, slightly warmer than last year, which I don't know what.
Yeah, I don't know what it was last year. It was a shit show. It's shit show a couple weeks ago in the rain, man. They were sliding, and there was a bad wreck. I showed you guys. It was crazy.
So last year it was. Oh, hold on.
So a fun idea.
This is the 3rd round, and last year was the 12th round race. So
wow,
moved up
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it should be an interesting one. I think Lewis Hamilton actually runs. I think if he gets a podium this race, that he actually will have the record for like the most podium appearances of all time. So meaning if he gets P1, P2, P3, so finishes 1st, 2nd, or 3rd, he will have the world or the record for like the most I think that's the record that he's going for right now, but the most podium finishes of all time. So it will really put his ass in the seat of the GOAT, like without question, you know, that not only is he the most winning driver, but he's got the consistency to kind of back it up.
So it's going to be 21 degrees there. Celsius.
Which is like 8,900. I don't know how the math works.
No, about 69.8.
69.
How long is a typical race?
Tree fitty.
So this race is they take a little over an hour. They're not super long. So like they're about an hour 20, and I think it just kind of depends on the track. But let's see how many laps it is. So this is
just 1 lap.
That'd be crazy. Circuit stat.
You gonna watch qualifying tomorrow, Matt?
The Saturday qualifying is really cool. I think that because they actually do them in heats, whereas I think the practice is I think tomorrow's practice actually.
There was some other
or maybe
stuff.
practice is today. I don't know.
There was some other stuff coming up that was.
I don't know what that DRS detection zone is.
what does it say? Oh, 66 laps. There you go.
Yeah. 306 kilometers.
Yeah, I don't know what
it is. DRS detection zone?
Yeah.
What the hell that is.
I don't know what that is. What is the DRS detection zone? What is DRS detection zone?
Dirty, rotten scoundrels.
Dirty scoundrels.
They're off to the side on the track.
So, yeah, Friday and Saturday are all qualifying for Saturday and then race Sunday.
So, this is I think this has to do with like drafting.
You can't draft there?
Well, you can open up the rear wing. So like one of the things that they'll do is the wing won't be pointed like that. They'll open it up so you can go faster with less downforce. We'll have to do some research on that because I don't really fully understand that either.
This track in Portugal is crazy.
Yeah.
I like how they say the driver's skill and bravery is put to test.
There's definitely that. When you watch that cockpit view, you'll believe that they're brave. That's a fact.
The Netherlands
crazy.
The one in Austin, that's crazy too.
Yeah, that looks really wild. Somebody, a friend of mine, she listens to the podcast and she was saying she overheard us talking about going to Austin and like, how it was pricey and all that. And she pointed this out to me and I just was looking at it while we were talking. And there's a Mexico City race and check it out, fellas. It's October 31st. And you know what happens on October 31st in Mexico City is Dia de los fucking Muertos.
Dia de los Muertos.
So that's a fucking bucket list thing for me is to see Dia de los Muertos in Mexico.
Oh, that'd be sick.
Wouldn't that be the fucking trip? And the tickets, because no offense, Mexico, a little cheaper. Just saying, a little cheaper.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not as good.
That's Ashley's favorite holiday too. She loves Halloween.
Yeah, it could be pretty dope. I wanted to bring it up because I thought that was a killer idea. I was like, man, my friend brought it up. I was like, dude. And then I looked it up. It's like, get the fuck out. It's Dia de los Muertos too. That would be nuts to go to Mexico, watch Formula One, and do Dia de los Muertos.
Yeah.
That would be so fun. Absolutely.
But no, this weekend.
Avid listeners, Joey Barvo, who always comments, he'd be down to join us down there, I'm sure. Joey, where you at, Joey? We'll see you this weekend for the Derby.
Oh yeah,
Saturday? Derby, and then Formula One on. So it'd be Derby Saturday, and then Formula One on Sunday. It'd be badass.
Hold on. We have the Derby, and then we have the Kentucky Derby Turtle Race, also coming up. Sponsored by Old Forester.
Nice.
So
dude,
that's
what
fun.
Are we going somewhere Friday for steaks?
Oh yeah. We're gonna do. I think we've settled in on the deli.
The deli.
That'd be fun.
Always fun.
Thanks. Matt's birthday's coming up on Saturday. If you know him, wish him a happy birthday. If you don't, wish him a happy birthday.
We're gonna get down to the Adobe Deli, eat some meats.
It's just such a cool place too. And FYI, I also don't think that they would care if we brought a party of 10.
No, you can't get COVID. You're gonna get a lot of other things in that place besides COVID.
Yeah, you're definitely getting a lot of other shit, but you ain't getting COVID.
Kind of worried about going now. What else are we getting?
We're getting fun. A lot of it.
You can't go, Kelly.
That's a great idea, Matt.
I can't go.
Mexico City.
No.
I can't take credit. I can't take credit for it. My friend.
No, but we're gonna be done with golf by the time they go to. How late at night are you thinking we're playing golf until?
I know they're going for lunch.
No, we're not going. We're going for dinner.
I thought you guys said lunch.
No.
Oh.
I didn't say anything.
I
I just said we're going there.
I was like, what? How late do you think golf's gonna last?
That's why
I'll be drunk. I'll be fucking drunk, but I'm not. I'm going somehow.
That's funny. That's why
you just get to keep my truck, and I'm gonna start walking, and they'll pick me up on the highway.
Let's drive Kelly back to my house.
No, because we're gonna be playing out at Picacho Hills, so I'll just start walking.
Till when though?
Until you guys get me.
All right. If
with
you
your golf clubs?
No, not at all, E. That's a horrible idea. You're better than that. Be better, man.
I tried, and then you convinced me like just pick it up on the side of the road. So we'll see.
Dude,
by
you
probably
listen.
like damn ammo, you'll be passed out.
Dude, I'm not walking. I'm not walking that way. If I'm in Picacho, I'm gonna walk towards Deming, so you can just scoot me up on the way.
You said you'd be drunk,
in a hitchhike.
This is why E needs to be more assertive when we have questions at trivia, because he knows answers and he's kind of just like, "Nah, you should put this." And it's like,
you talked me out of it.
No, I didn't talk you out of it. I just said something, and you're like, "No, you need to be like."
Ryan was like, you and Ryan were both like, bamboo's a wood, so why would they call it just wood scent?
And hey, listen, but
I was like, that's a good argument.
I need you to just lock it. Although, hey, we haven't talked about that, by the way. Speaking of oh my God, I'm gonna Nick, find us trivia championship rings.
Mm-hmm.
How did you guys take a shot with the other team and not with us?
So
no. You took a shot.
No, that's good. That's a good point. That's a good point.
Mean, we were there. I was just there sitting and.
How many?
I thought your blood thinners were gonna act up with the shot. I was nervous. I don't know. Unfortunately, no. We fucked up.
How many trivia championship rings do you guys need?
6.
Okay.
So we won trivia. That's what it was. That's what we're going to. We won first place. We beat Schroeder Dick Arnold's team.
Schroeder Dick Arnold.
Tiebreaker. And we guessed.
And okay, so 2 things. And they had 7, so we should have got DJ back at least for a little while. But I'm glad that it wasn't DJ, because the guy that came and played with us, the women's basketball, the strength coach for the women's basketball team, I think.
Yeah.
He got the Frank Zappa question.
He did. Yeah,
huge.
That was huge. Yeah.
We tied. If we don't get that, we fucking lose.
We lose. Yep. We lose.
So it was, dude. Yeah, I was as pumped about yesterday as that was exciting. That was thrilling.
More pumped was Jess.
Oh my God, she was fucking. Well, she showed up. She was like, because Leia's hurt. Leia's back legs. Although she's doing better today, and the vet actually gave me a anti-inflammatory stuff when I called. I was like, I talked to some. Leia jumped off the bed the other day, and she hurt her back, and over the course of 24 to 36 hours, her back legs stopped working completely. Like the worst I've seen. Like like can't stand up, and if she walk, they're dragging down. Just bad. Not in any pain, but just
no. But it's awful to see.
Oh, dude, it's the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Is it like a nerve or something, or what?
It's got to be spinal. Mike Tyson.
They're spinal. They can't jump, even though they're like as small as they are. They're super athletic dogs, and I think that's what gets in people's minds. If you own a French bulldog, don't let them fucking jump crazy, because they're gonna have spinal issues, and it just compresses, and it's the worst thing to see. When I first saw our dog Boomer go through it, I was like in tears, because it's just so sad to not see them be the type of dogs that they are, which they're funny. They got an interesting personality that's totally different from any other dog that I've ever seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And to not be themselves is just heartbreaking when you see it. So Boomer went through the same thing that Leia's going through right now. And I pray for Leia, and it's just, I'm glad she's doing better, but to see them not be themselves
This is the second time that it's happened with her. The first time wasn't as bad. And what's crazy is it actually happened with Drama when I had Drama as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I mean,
oh yeah, you told me that before. Yeah.
Yeah. So it happened. She jumped off the bed and I heard her yelp when she jumped off the bed, and she was acting a little weird, but over the course of 24 to 36 hours, she lost 100% function of her back legs. Like if I stood her up, her back, it would just fall down.
Damn.
And Jess was, so Jess is here, I'm talking to her about it. And she comes over and she just like really starts to, because she loves the dogs as much as anyone. She starts to kind of get into a panic mode of we have to like take them to the emergency room. And I'm sitting here and I don't want it to come off as insensitive or uncaring, but I'm like, man, unfortunately, I know what they're going to say when we go there. And a shitty vet is going to say, well, let's take an x-ray and I'll charge you $100 for an x-ray. And he's like, well, you know what? It could be nerve. It could be it could be spinal or nerve related. So an x-ray doesn't help. Sorry, I spent $100. And the reason I know that is the last vet that I had there literally took me aside and said, I don't want you to think that I'm not trying to do everything that I can, but I just don't think any of this shit's going to help.
Who's the vet? Money. Who is the vet?
It's Animal Hospital of Las Cruces. And it was a girl that they had there.
Is that Pirtle's place?
Pirtle's place.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Yeah. The one that I have when Calvin had that, remember he had that big old bump.
Mm-hmm.
And I forget the name of the gal. She's great too, but she's at East Loman here in town. And it was really bugging me. I didn't like seeing him with that big bump. I thought something was seriously wrong. And she goes, oh, it'll probably go away. She goes, just massage it, put some ice on it. And it did. And she said the same thing. She goes, I could poke it, I could drain it and all this stuff. And then it's just you're gonna have to tend to it, and it may get infected. She goes, just watch it. It's not, like they're being legit, like just charge you for the visit.
If vets are helping you save money, they're doing their job.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what's better, and the well-being of the animal, like, is it going to be better for Leia to get held down for an x-ray that she doesn't need, like that's going to.
It won't show anything.
Yeah.
Won't show anything. They're gonna look at it.
Hold on. Because we did get an x-ray with Boomer when he had his deal. But
when you think it could be a fracture, like if you think it could be.
Yeah.
We didn't, I was panicking because when I got home, he was making a yelp that was, I didn't understand it. He had never done it before. Obviously, it hurt himself somehow, some way. So when I got there, I was like, fuck, I'm just going to the vet. And I pick him up, I go into the vet because he can't walk already.
Yeah.
He can't. So they do x-rays and they tell us the same thing, bed rest. Don't let him do anything strenuous. But then we took him to El Paso, and the doctor over there, the recommendation, they were like, we showed him the x-rays, and the doctor over there was like, it's not bad enough where it needs surgery. What you're doing with him with the bed rest and the ice and the CBD, what you're doing is just fine. Keep doing that. If it gets worse, then we'll talk about surgery. But it got better. So he was able to walk, but he couldn't go pee. And I had to go outside with him and express his bladder to make him go pee. Wow. And I didn't even know how he was going to go to shit. I was like, I don't know how you do that. So, but for pee, I could handle that. Go out there and just put some pressure on his bladder, make him go pee. But it was a crazy experience and Drama was a big dog though.
Yeah,
so,
she's like,
but I know for like wiener dogs and French bulldogs, smaller type dogs, when they jump off, that spine compression is just not good for them.
Yeah.
So if you have a small dog, don't let them jump off shit.
Yeah, for sure.
She's banged up. She's not in pain. And so I feel like I understand what's going on and I understand how to address it. And Jess was like, how are you not taking your dog to the emergency? Like, how are we not going right now? And then I was like, no, here's what's going to work. I've got to get these anti-inflammatories. I still have some CBD. I'll have to get some more because I will run out during this, but it's like, it's just relax, chill, and rest. And, that's like that's the cool thing about my job is that, when I do need to work from home, I can do it. And so the last 2 days, Tuesday and Wednesday, I spent just chilling with the dog. And today I couldn't chill with her, but I left Ray here at the house and I put Leia in the truck, just in the bed. And, but
the dog, just so everybody's clear, the dog bed in the truck, not in the back.
Yeah,
of the truck.
Front seat. Leia rides in the front seat. Yeah. Friends in the back, dog in the front seat.
Yeah, I just went over to a little French bulldog as like a blue heeler in the bed of a Toyota Tundra.
Yeah, no, not even looking over. But Peyton Turner, holy mackerel. It's just one of those situations where I called the vet and this lady was like, just give you a prescription for, and I'm like, look, it's anti-inflammatories. I'm not asking for fentanyl. I'm not asking for fucking
fentanyl.
I'm just like, just give me so it turned into a bit of a fight. And me and Jess had a little bit of a kerfuffle yesterday leading up to trivia because she was like, well, are you going to go to trivia? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go to trivia because what Leia needs is to rest and take anti-inflammatories. And then we'll do some things to kind of, I'll take care of her. And she's like, I can't believe you're going to go to trivia. She got mad at me for a minute. And I'm like, look, what I need you to do is trust me and trust that I have my dog's best interest in mind. And I'm going over here to do trivia because it's also something that I need to do to make sure that I take care of my well-being. I need to do fun. You don't just sit there and pout about everything or cry about everything. You got to fucking go and do shit. And so she was like, okay, well, maybe I should go to trivia. And I was like, if you want to go stay with Leia, you're more than welcome to go stay with her. But if you want to come to trivia, come to trivia. So we had me, Matt got caught up in school shit.
Ryan,
those meetings are fucking forever. Ryan, hey, Soup. I feel like tonight I feel like yesterday he got a little stressed out with how many people were there. But dude, he's such a valuable addition to the team. Laura, who's fucking hilarious.
Him and Laura are yapping, man. They're going back.
Oh, they go nonstop. Yeah. And then all Lawrence does is just talk shit. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. Off with your head. Lawrence is such
heated.
He's such a crybaby. She texted me today. Laura goes, he's still not talking to me today.
He's serious?
And I'm like, dude, of course, he's the biggest crybaby. And
it's not like he was even like in the running for.
Well, and all he wanted to do was like he was getting that team of girl, like I don't know. Hey, you know what? Neither here nor there. But and then Jess was there, and we had that. We were waiting for Matt. We thought we had that. Matt was our sixth, but it took him forever. And then there was a gentleman. What was his name? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But he's such a nice guy, and I hope he had fun.
Schroeder introduced us to him. He was sitting by himself. Schroeder said he saw it online, wanted to come play, and
I hope he had a great time.
The athletic trainer for NMSU.
Yep.
And he joined us, and he contributed. Nice. Thank you. He was cool. He was a nice guy. Spent more time talking to Schroeder's team, but that's fine. He's comfortable.
Good. No. I just wanted him to have a spot to interact, and he took it serious. You could tell.
No. He's
a competitor.
Yeah. So
guy's a competitor.
All right, you guys are up. Who
just went?
We're up. Next week is the Mega Bowl.
Green Bay just went.
I know, but who they picked?
Stokes, cornerback.
Oh, from Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
Buffalo's on the clock.
Your Notre Dame kid's there.
That's who I want. That's who I want. the kid from Notre Dame. He's my highest rated player on my board.
He's the number 1 ranked linebacker.
Yeah, that's who I want. I want him significantly.
I mean, number 1 ranked linebacker, 12th overall. Like, how could you pass on him?
Well, everyone keeps thinking that everyone keeps thinking that that linebackers are a dying breed, and I'm just like, man, when everyone zigzag and just go bigger, stronger, faster, better, just get the, everyone's like, oh, how do you match up with Kansas City? And it's like, dude, don't match up with make Kansas City match up with you. And
did you see how they're allowing, they have Goodell's old chair up there on the stage, and it's the chair that he used for last year's draft because he was stuck at his house.
Yep.
And so now they're inviting the fans up, and a fan from each team gets to sit in the chair while their team's drafting. So I'm hoping the Bills fan just lets it loose.
I hope it's. Give me a second. I got my TV's in here. I don't know what to do.
Kelly's gonna go pray.
That's a good one, Nick.
He's
jeez. NFL draft on Twitter is
blowing up.
Wow. You can't even keep up with anything.
What's that picture behind you, Matt?
Oh, my little Galaxy guy. I've just had that for a while. I think my mom bought that for my birthday back in the day. And I was kind of going through some stuff and looking at what to hang and kind of play around with. So kind of get at that stage though, because started doing some plans for a new casa. So I'm kind of reluctant to start hanging any more stuff up. It's actually probably going to start taking stuff down here, hopefully in the next 4 or 5 months. So so I got some plans going on that. That would be pretty cool. Ideas I got the lot identified, and
nice.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's fun. Yeah. In a really fortunate position where, getting into a new house helps set us up for more success later, with home prices being what they are. So, just feel really, I was telling Kelly, just how kind of surreal it feels sometimes where you're like, it almost doesn't seem like fair where I get to build another new house. And because I built this one that I'm in, I put myself in a position to profit from this and then get into the next one and have a brand new house again and have made money off the last one. It just doesn't even seem real. It doesn't even seem, it's good. It's good work if you can get it, it definitely takes a lot of work to build a house, and all of that, but we know what we're doing and it's part of the deal. So
good.
But the new lot's cool. It's not that much further from here. It's just up Soledad a little ways. It's going to be in a paved area. So no bushwhacking to get there. And that was now that I'm in the that I'm in the Tesla game, it's so weird that's such a it's such a game changer, man. I said it the other day. I don't think I'm changing. I'm gonna just stay electric. It's awesome. It's fantastic. I'm sure there's gonna be other cool stuff that comes out, but now I pulled up and I literally was taking a hose to the concrete guy and a sprinkler, and I back up and get the hose out and the sprinkler, and when you pop the hatch, the stereo still plays. So I was playing some hard rock Incubus or something was blasting.
Nice.
And I'm walking the hose, and he's on the phone with his wife, and he stops and he goes, "Your car is so badass." He just was smiling. I said, "Dude, it is, isn't it?" I was like, "It's so exciting. It's so sick. I love it. It makes me smile all the time. Especially when just in comparison to other cars when you're on the road, you're just that car seems quick. Bye."
There's no comparison.
No, there's no comparison. It's pretty comical, but so that lot puts me in a spot where I don't have to be on a dirt road out here in Talavera, and I think you guys will dig it out. In fact, I can show you. Do you guys want to see some prelim drawings of what we've been? Did we show it? Did we show you guys?
Yeah, for sure.
We did. Okay, yeah.
No, you didn't.
Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay. So
you did not.
So here's
who are you gonna have build it?
Probably the Hakes brothers probably is what I'm looking into.
Thanks, brothers.
I'll tell you what's annoying on this Twitter feed is people that are talking about Aaron Rodgers hashtag NFL draft. Listen, motherfuckers, he's
that's
not
stupid. Yeah, that's not even
Stop
related.
talking about that. Don't hashtag NFL draft.
Yeah.
With Aaron Rodgers.
Ban him.
Oh, like it's so annoying.
Yeah, it's not relevant.
Just leave him alone. Who cares?
Seriously. I could have sworn you said lunch at Adobe Deli.
Yeah, well, and when you say deli, like I think that definitely inspires like a lunch idea. You're like, oh, this is lunch, but at the deli.
They took some defensive end from Miami.
Gregory Rousseau out of Miami.
Not the Notre Dame kid.
Where you at, Kelly?
What do you think, Kelly?
Gregory Rousseau, who is a cousin of Manti Te'o. Is this your house, Matt?
Yeah. So this is kind of one of the iterations.
The White House.
Ooh, nice.
The White House.
The White House.
Yeah, you said you wanted to go all white.
Oh, inside. Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, we have a customer named White, so I was confused for a second.
Oh, well, no, not.
Yeah, not Jason. No, inside. Yeah, I want to do. So just to kind of talk about the interior concept, want to do something a little bit more stark, a little bit maybe simpler.
Tony,
is that like an old Firebird or something in the garage?
Yeah, it looks like it's needle nose, needle nose sting rum. Yeah.
Congratulations, Kelly, on Gregory.
Man, I don't know.
Not the man.
I don't hate it. I don't love it. Yeah.
So what's sort of your timeline, Matt? What's your ideal timeline on this?
He's building the pool now, so
I gotta get the plans in so I get the construction loan perm because the people selling the lot are getting antsy and the lot's is a fair price and I wanna get that taken care of as soon as I can because the way everything's getting scarcer and going up in price, I want to get them taken care of so I can get going on the project. So I'm kind of leaning into this idea. There's kind of two concepts. This might take some work, but this was kind of Kelly's thoughts on doing a casita type deal on the bottom left here. And then what's kind of cool of the way this plays out is it creates like a motor court kind of courtyard thing. And another idea Kelly had was to put this as a garage door to come into the motor court. So just basically put a garage keypad out here on a post. Yeah. And then to even get into the motor court to the house, you have to know the code to get into the gate. That's cool. Yeah, you pull up and to get into the motor court, you got to know the code. And then
let's have some doors that instead of up, they open like
Batman style or something. And then you come in, great room, real similar setup to kind of what the house is now, just great room, living room, kitchen. The kitchen's kind of 90 degrees to how it would be. Well, kind of not and kind of yes, just in its orientation, it's the same, but like in its dimensions, it's kind of 90 degrees shaped differently. Big master bedroom. I do got to shave some square footage down for sure to kind of hit some numbers. But really, I'm a big fan of the master bath, the master closet. I got a couple of little ideas on how to make it a little bit different from what it is, just so it accesses from the bathroom, because it's going to get a little smaller, and I think I'm going to scoot the commode down and kind of make it enter from here and eliminate the door there, which is an easy little fix. But no, it's going to be a cool house. I'm going to do the pool kind of behind, kind of in this vicinity here in the top right is going to be the swimming pool. So it kind of catches a lot of that south sun for a lot longer during the day. And then it kind of should play kind of cool off the barbecue and then create like a little area there. And finish wise, gonna just do basic. How many bedrooms? It's the house is 2 bedrooms, and then with the casita, so 3 bedrooms total. So yeah, it's just a big 2-bedroom house with a casita, total 3,200. It's gonna scale down though. We're gonna tighten things up a little bit so it's not quite so big. But the thing is that This room right here, this great room could easily be, with slight modifications, Kel, just be another huge bedroom if you wanted it to be. This could be a flex room. It could be an art studio. My plan for this huge great room is to have a set of drums, my desk, and my weight stuff in there. And this is where I'm going to live. And that's why it's all glass, so you're just looking out at the mountains and chilling out. And that's kind of the hangout spot. You know,
3 bed. Like this house is plenty. There's nothing else you need to do.
What's like the average, say, price of square foot for heated versus like a patio? The patio
massive
is a
difference. Yeah, massive difference.
Right?
Yeah. Because the patio is just, concrete, roof, framing, and it's a little bit of paint.
A couple lights or something.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on. When you're talking heated area, there's just a lot more at stake. But again, so to your point, Nick, there's differences in heated areas. So a heated area in the kitchen per square foot is vastly more expensive than the heated area in this little great room where the weightlifting stuff's going to be, because in a kitchen, you got appliances, you got cabinets, you got plumbing hits, you got all of that. Probably second tier to that would be, bathrooms, because bathrooms have tubs and showers and cabinets and stuff. And then you kind of work your way down into just a great room, which is just an open area that's just concrete, floor, paint, sheetrock, insulation, framing, roofing. So there's the amount of things kind of diminishes when you get into those open areas. So no, for real. And hopefully we can get the project going. It's, as always with being a builder, it's going to be on the back burner a little bit compared to our customers. So it might take longer, just in the sense that, like, I'm not going to bump one of our customers' homes to frame mine. We're going to try to sneak it in where, like, hey, we have a lull, like get it, it might be the slab poured and we might be waiting on a framer for a month when our other stuff's taken care of. And then they come and take care of this one. And obviously the spec home would be, not the spec home, but the model home would be more important than my home. So, but the only thing that kind of drives this a little bit with importance is that with the equity that I have in my current home, that equity would be really nice to have in the bank for financing purposes to do other things. So, having that cash position going into either more spec homes or model homes or multifamily or whatever, we'll be in a better place as a company to have that money sitting there as a cash reserve to show the bank that we're ready and willing to do other stuff too. So I said, it's a really bizarre and surreal experience to say, I have to build myself a new house so that we have money to do other things. It's like, who says that sentence? You know what I mean? It's kind of a weird sentence to say, like, I need to build a brand new house with a pool so that, and it doesn't need to have to be that fancy, but I mean, might as well, right? And I know what's going to be cool is I want to build something awesome so that we can all hang out at it and enjoy it. And, I look at that cool outdoor area as not just mine, but ours when the summer comes around, and I can't wait to have you bums, wake up to you bums just sitting in the pool. So that'll be awesome.
I just sent that house that I sent you earlier, Matt, to Kelly and Nick, to that front door is beautiful.
Oh yeah. Where'd you send it? Email?
No, I sent it in the group text.
In the group text.
To Kelly and Nick in the group text. That front door, all the white that you like, is you want the White House.
That's pretty amazing.
And that exposed brick in that I called it the alcohol room because we're not wine drinkers, but that exposed brick in there is pretty cool. And I think you could have like an industrial look in there, would be pretty cool. Even if you had some exposed ductwork. Just in your pantry area where you have your bourbon or whatever in there would be pretty freaking cool. Yeah, that one. Yeah. That front door. Look at that front door.
Oh yeah, that's gnarly. Yeah.
That's
so crazy.
Beautiful. Look at that. I mean, and then that arch, the elevation right there with the archway and everything. That's super cool with the big old pendant light hanging down.
It's funny you're showing me this though, because I haven't really ruled out making the plan like a pitched roof house.
So what I'm sending you, I mean, it might not be everything. There's just certain elements that I think you would like.
This is exactly right, because look at how the artwork just jumps off the wall.
Exactly.
With that lighter decor. Yeah. I mean, it's not 100% my style exactly, but like you're right. Like with it being that light of color, like anything you put of color just pops out at you like, hey, look at
so what I'm seeing in this room is go back to that first picture for Kelly because I just sent it to him. What do you think about this entryway, Kelly? For Matt's house. This is all for Matt's house. I sent him this earlier. I'm just talking about doors and that archway right there. Not the whole.
Just the little. Well, here's the problem is that I think when you're picking your design style, if you're kind of going with a clean contemporary look, I think arches start to kind of work their way out. Okay. But I would say that I think you could accomplish something similar.
I think that big double door with the clavos, like Eric's pointing out, though, with kind of that big recess and stuff, if that was squared off, would look pretty badass.
Oh yeah,
I think that presence, and then that kind of that just big beefy soffit. But if it was kind of squared off, and then it had the double door with the clavos, that's pretty sick.
Take the elements from this and make it yours.
Yeah,
is basically what I'm saying. So go to the next picture.
Yeah, it vibes hard, like it's modern for sure.
This is, and Matt has been talking about, I want white this, white that, all to be clean. And so that's what I was just, when I saw this, I was like, this is exactly what Matt's talking about.
That's so weird. He hates white cars though.
No, he hates white cars.
That piano is pretty sick.
That piano is fucking crazy. It looks like it plays itself, or it only plays the theme song to Star Wars or something.
Totally.
It's just hooked up to the Christmas tree. It just
when you play it, the Christmas tree lights up as you play it. That'd be cool, like a light show. This is dope. Could you imagine that being like the fucking great room with like wood paneling like that, with like drums in the podcast studio? And
wow,
I think
that'd be sick.
To fuck around and hang some panels or do some goofy shit like that. That's bad.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I mean, when you sit down and you have to talk to the guy sitting in that chair, you know that he's fucking you out of money.
He's a boss.
You're not. You better hold on to your wallet while you talk.
I mean, you got a fucking Jaguar right there.
Is that a Jaguar? Yeah, it was a Leopard.
It's called the Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Oh, dude, this is cool. Check out that shadow box on that, and that's not that crazy to do. Brandon did something like that at another builder's house on the ceiling, but I think he could easily frame like just with like 1x2s or something, and then just paint that with the walls to create some kind of weird backdrop. And it's almost kind of like an acoustical thing, you know?
And I like the skylight in that room too.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I hadn't even noticed that.
You kind of miss it, but
yeah, that's sick. And it's kind of like the thing I got going on in my kitchen, where it's like,
yes,
got like
that's not a skylight.
Oh, it's not.
It should be.
I think it's a tray with like it's like with recessed light, because
it's pitched.
This is a 2-story pitched house.
But that could be done like that with the skylight, Kel. And
like a skylight. That'd be cool if it was a skylight.
It could be a box beam on a skylight like that, and then have the lights hang down.
Oh, hell yeah. No, you can do a lot of cool shit with it.
That's cool. Look at that weird blue room.
What's going on there?
The kitchen.
Is that the patio?
It's got to
like
be.
A waterfall and a patio?
Yeah. That's where the magic happens. That kitchen's cool. White, light gray.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. It's a cool. You're right. You nailed it. It's got like a lot of that white element, and then the booze room with it all brick is sick. Is that like Cristal or something? What is that? Just champagne? These guys are partying, man.
I thought Kelly, before when you were gone, but I thought this would be a cool, like little bar or liquor room where you had the exposed HVAC and everything in here.
Yeah, do a bunch of
brick. Just a cool place. And if you had like a little bar in there where you just hung out with 2-3 people, this is a cool little place to.
Right? No. I think I think one of the cool things is you can come up with like smaller spaces and freaking do cool stuff in there. Like, I mean, no question. Jason Owen. Oh, wow. Defensive end, man. Those guys drafted.
No,
I don't know if I love that pick, but fuck it. It is what it is.
I think there's some cool ideas, Matt, that are out there that make your home really, really cool.
There's a couple that I really like. I'm looking for this. I think it's Monte Sereno is where they built this. Yep, this is the house. There's this house that Tierra Concepts built, and unfortunately, Kel, this was the year before we went. When I went and saw this, but this is in Santa Fe, and this house, this house is sitting on a fucking cliff, out the back. That's not photoshopped. That it's sitting on a cliff. So when you are seeing that view, it just falls off, really drastically because it's like kind of nestled back. Not a huge fan of the color of the cabinets and stuff, but just kind of
that's garbage. That's fucking garbage.
That's awful.
Yeah, I don't like the color of the cabinets, but I like this. I like the gray floor, the light walls, and the dark windows, the bronze windows. I think that looks sick.
Yeah. I just don't know where you're gonna find windows that are bronze on the interior.
Fair. And if they're white, that's fine. If they're white, to me, that's fine. If they're white or bronze or whatever, but from the outside, I think that's important for them to be bronze at least. And just that, I like that great because Kel, we can get this tile for less than $2 easy, right? And or something very similar to that. And then that white wall. This was all sheetrock with just square bullnose edges. I don't like the natural. I mean, that's kind of like a natural oak color on the cabinets. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah,
but the white.
It's my least favorite. Yeah, no. I think they're doing sharp corners. I think they're. I'd love. I'm right there with you. I just think there's some clean things that you can do, and it'll be just out of this world.
Yeah.
To the moon.
The one that Prol won with last year, or was it last year or the year before? It had to have been the year before because I think they did it all. Everything was virtual, and this was. I was looking for the.
Have you guys been in what's the Las Cruces Parade of Homes thing? Have you guys been in that yet?
We paid an entry fee one year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we didn't do it.
Gotcha. This is another Santa Fe builder?
Yeah. This one we've seen. This one won, and me and Kelly have both seen this one. I just like the vibe, I think just architecturally, they're a lot closer to what we do down here. So it's a lot easier to kind of draw comparisons to what we do. I was kind of thinking this is the architectural style for the house. Just kind of simple, flat, square.
Yeah.
And then this is a little over the top. I don't think I could afford to do anything that crazy with the big windows and that crazy. I think that steel frame construction.
No, don't think. That's 1,000%.
Yeah, to get those.
There's no other way to get it that low profile and do that
in those spans. Yeah,
correct.
So this color concept inside. So the gray cabinets, the gray floor, and the white walls. I love that.
Yeah,
that simple color palette. That's all I really wanted to get at. Is just gray cabinets, gray floor, light. All light.
Square corners, man. I'm telling you.
No, I agree.
Steel frame construction, like for the patio area stuff, is that more expensive than a lumber-based product right now?
Steel's expensive.
That's a good question. That's a good question. It's more expensive, but by how much? By how much?
Oh yeah, no. That's fair. It's significantly more expensive
than it used to be. Significantly more expensive than it used to been.
I'm not a big fan of that. That's like super closed in for that kitchen.
That kitchen is tiny for that house to have won. I can't believe how shitty and small that kitchen is for that house.
No, but don't forget that back there in that deal is like a whole nother fucking butler's pantry.
Oh, right. There. So if you turn the corner behind this TV, yeah, you're right. There's like ovens and shit back here, so you could still be.
More ovens?
Cooking. Yeah, you could still be cooking shit like around.
It's like a whole nother. He's all fucking weirded out. When you turn it off and turn it on, like
yeah. Turn your camera off and turn it back on. There you go. It's gonna work now. Magic. It's
Nope.
Fucking,
He's
he's gone.
The magic man.
Louis Vuitton rose.
But that color combo, that fireplace was nuts, over the top.
Wow, that is cool.
They had
I sent Matt a link for a 150-inch projection fucking television.
The thing that shoots it up, yeah.
It was only $2,800.
Nice.
That's kind of crazy.
I think we should all get one.
But this house was cool. This house was really nice. The window package on this house was gnarly. This dining room table, they wouldn't even tell us how much it was.
Right.
Do you remember that?
Like some mechanical shit in it.
Yeah, you can't even see it. It's got gears and shit to do the leads on the end.
Just looking at those chairs.
Yeah.
Those chairs are like $500 a piece.
Yeah, and they're the most uncomfortable chairs you've ever sat in.
That's the point.
You don't want, if you have a house that nice, you don't want people staying long and fucking your shit up.
Look at that. Is that like, what is on top of the light fixture right there?
Those are diamonds.
Crystals?
Blood diamonds.
Those crystals keep the bad energy away from the demons getting mad at you for having a $20,000 dining table.
I mean, well, even look at that living room table with the back.
Oh yeah, dude. Everything in this house, because the homeowners live there. So like, this is all the actual homeowner shit. It isn't like staged. This is like, they like kick them out for a weekend and put them up on a vacation just so that they could show.
Nobody goes to visit this house.
Nope.
No. And I love that too. Just the solid panels of quartz or whatever material that is as the backsplash. That's fucking great. We saw a couple builders doing that where they're not even using tile. They're just running material all the way up.
Really?
It's fucking sick.
Huh. That's expensive though.
Fuck yeah, it's expensive.
Well, like, I mean, like, that's the thing. Oh man, that's one of the things that I want to really sit down and show people is that there's not one expensive way that you have to do it. And I just think there could be some really cool ways to do things.
So
if you want to put a sample in my house,
there's tiles that are like 48 inches by 48 inches that you could get in black, and you could do 48 by 48 tiles and do them up to the ceiling, and that would be a quarter of the cost, if not less, than doing these big ass slabs of shit.
Yeah.
Just as a thought, you could get big giant tiles and slap those against the wall and get the same idea. Just be real clean with the grout lines, because there is lines here. You can see the different pieces of material.
Yeah, for sure.
We're over here just trashing like one of the best builders in the state. So
no. I don't think we're trashing. I just think we're saying like my point is
value. We're value engineering it. Yeah.
Value engineering.
Yeah.
That's a huge dog painting.
Yeah,
it's a huge walkway. Like, as I look at that, I mean, I just see wasted space right there.
Yeah, the house is huge, so
I'm sure it is.
The courtyard. I mean, outside spaces. I didn't think they did anything like amazing. There it is, but it doesn't look.
That's pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look that gnarly or like architecturally from the exterior. I didn't think it was that impressive. No. It was nice. It was definitely nice. It just it didn't carry a lot of like crazy lines. No. Are those gas lines ran on the roof?
Yeah, it looks like it. Either that or it's a place for you to skateboard. With a nice rail right there.
Rails on the roof.
If you asked me, I would say that's something that's in place for a solar addition.
Huh. It looks to me like a commercial building where you have the gas lines ran exposed on the roof.
How much was this house?
Ooh.
Couple million.
Yeah, a couple million. Yeah.
2.5, 3?
Something like that. I don't know. And it wasn't 6. The most expensive one we looked at was 6. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I'm pass on that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Any updates on you guys selling the house?
No,
we sold it.
no.
We
I
sold it.
talked to Manny. I hope he doesn't watch this.
I don't even think he knows we have a podcast, unless you told him. I haven't told him.
Just the interaction, the conversation with him was just like, dude, like, how, like, it's crazy to me that he's sitting there going, man, we keep making offers on houses and we keep losing. And then, but like his sense of urgency isn't like, hey, what did you like? Because I told him, I said, dude, when we put it on the market, we're going to put it for $239. But I'll do it we'll work it off like just go to a title company, just me and you. We'll do it for $225, no problem.
Right.
And his answer wasn't like, done, fuck, like, let's go. He was like, well, man, I know, but I'm just, when can we get in? And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ, dude. No. And so I just worry that when there's a friendship involved, I'm kind of like, it's same thing with Nate, where I'm like, no, you know what? I just want this to be cold-blooded.
Yeah.
So I can say whatever and not hurt someone's feelings. And so
we immediately washed our hands of it when we close.
Yeah.
The way that he was talking seemed like there was some urgency behind it.
Not when I don't know if he was trying to put on a front, like talking to me like, well, man, I don't know if it's, I don't know what it was, but I'll just tell you this much. When I told him, dude, if I list it, I'm listing it for $239 and it'll sell in 2 weeks.
Just list it.
That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Just list it.
I'm going to talk with, over the weekend, I'll talk. That's it. I'll list it. Fuck it. Bonafide.
If Kilgore's went for like 265, right? 245.
But the thing is just like that's what bothers me the most is I've dealt with a couple of people that I'm like, we're giving you a deal.
Yeah.
And then they act, and then it's not this fucking like, yes, done. Let's go. Let's fucking go. It's like
you sent the right phrase to the group text earlier today, Kel. No good deed
goes unpunished.
Yep.
That's how it always seems to work. It happens all the time, like especially when you're like, hey, I'm gonna do this for this guy, and it's like, oh man, you're gonna get, and it rings super true because there's no put it in the perspective of the other realtor. There's really not that much value in it for them to sell the house, to buy the house at a lower price, right? They're getting less of a commission. So they don't see any.
No, they don't have a realtor.
Oh, but I'm sorry. Okay. But I'm just thinking in the instance of like, anyway, but okay.
What?
Yeah, no. I mean, that once it's listed, I agree with you 1,000%. But that's the point that I'm telling Manny. I'm like, dude, we're going to list this for $239. We're going to sell it for $239. Or if you will just be like, yeah, I'm in $225 for a $14,000 discount, I'll do it with you and we'll just go to a title company.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. He needs to fucking jump on that shit. Cause that's
should we?
No, but you trust your instincts based on his initial reaction. I didn't feel like he was like, hey, what do I need to do? Talk to me. How do I make sure, like, do you want to deposit? What do I do?
Should we just do for sale by owner so you don't have to go through your real estate company?
No, let's move the price up. Let's list it. Yeah. And I mean, even at $239, if there's a 6% commission, that's, 6, it gets us right where we needed to be.
Time value of money, you'll sell it fast too, because it'll put it on MLS.
It'll be on the mark. That's just the way. I'll talk with Estrella over the weekend and just say, hey, we're not trying to fucking make your life more fucking complicated, but what do you think?
Yeah,
because it'll go instantly. It'll go instantly.
Oh yeah, like I mean, I don't know how accurate Zillow is, but I mean, I track all the houses that go up for sale, and anything that's good, like it doesn't matter what the price per square foot is. It seems to sell within like a week.
Are those other houses off the market in there?
Yeah, there's nothing. There's one house in the subdivision that's way up the road for like $500,000.
Oh yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah,
put yours at 3.
I'll start at 5. Taking all. It's like that. I sent you guys that video about the guy with the apple, right?
I don't think I remember.
I haven't seen. Oh, I haven't. Okay, hold on.
So yeah, the house like 3 roads up, three or 4 roads up is $472K.
What's the?
But it's 2,700 square feet.
Wow. How much? What's the price and the size one more time, Nick?
2,700 square feet, 472,000.
472,000.
Like 3 roads up from us.
And what was the square footage again?
27K or 2,700 square feet, 472K.
$175 a square foot.
That's insane.
Wow. So let's just say you did yours for 169 because it just 69.
Yeah,
so 169
always
times. How big is it? Like 1,400?
1,450.
1,450. Your sales price should be $245.
Yeah. No, we're pushing the limits already.
You said 239 is what you want to do?
Yeah.
It's right in there for sure. It's right in there.
Was it? How much was that house, Nick?
472.
Trying to find it on Zillow right now.
It's like 3 or 4 roads east of us. In the same subdivision, though. Yeah, so we would be at right around 165 a square foot.
I just sent you guys that thing, I think, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
In the Ryan, yeah.
Oh, okay. Found it. 472.
Oh yeah, I did see this.
Garage.
You did send us this.
Yeah.
Apple. Yeah.
Kel, can you put it up?
Oh yeah.
Or we got to look at our phone.
Exactly right.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
You want me to bring it up?
Yeah.
Oh, I read this article.
About that.
I read this article in the Bay Area. This developer, opened up like 20 apartment units, like new apartment units for sale at $1.2 million each, and people were camping out overnight to be first in line to have the opportunity to buy one of these 20 units.
So what I've been hearing, and one of the things that I don't really fully grasp, and I'm sure it's like area dependent, but where are all these fucking people and these buyers coming from?
Who knows? That's a nice house, but 472, the backyard is shit.
Oh, I would go anywhere else for 472. You can get
I build my own
Matt's house
with the fort.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, and that's a big part of why we're getting business is I think people are looking at the inventory and going, this isn't what I want. I guess we better just wait and get exactly what we want with these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
The interior of the house is nice, but the outside and getting, I mean, you're spending $472,500, and you're getting a backyard with rock,
right?
Yeah.
Here you guys go with sound.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just picky.
No, I wouldn't do it.
Excuse me, is that apple for sale? Yeah, we're about to put it on sale right now, actually. Well, I'm in the market, so tell me about your apple. Why should I buy it?
I don't know why I can't
Nice
when
try.
it does this.
Okay, people, here's how this is going to work. I have an apple here. The highest bidder's going home with this. I want all bids in and next 2 minutes, then we're closing it. Bidding starts at $5. Feeling pretty confident there, huh? I mean, don't you think? $10. He said starting at $5. $15. Is this a new Apple? Yeah, just listed. I'm pre-qualified. I'll pay cash. I got cash. 20, 30, 40. No, just make it 45. Is it even worth that? 50. I don't know. Please, this is the 8th Apple I've tried to buy. Could I at least see it up close? Nope, it's an Apple. You know what it is. You either want it or you don't. I'll take it for 100. What? I'm from California. It's the cheapest Apple I've ever seen. 120.
You should have shown Manny this video.
Yeah.
What? I'm from California. It's the cheapest Apple I've ever seen.
He sent me that video.
Did he really?
I had seen it before him, but he sent it to me. And I was like, and you're like, what? Like, I'm not even putting it on the market. Like, dude, you just need to be like, dude, swear to God, bingo, I'm in.
Don't have to bid against anybody else.
Wow.
Well, and so can I see the apple? Oh, it's an apple. You know what it looks like. Bidding starts at $5. $10.
$10.
Why?
That's funny.
Cheap, $100 is the cheapest apple I've ever seen.
When do you think on this podcast I should turn this into chipmunks?
I think you should do it for the last 5 minutes of every show.
Oh, that's funny.
There you go.
That is a funny.
No. Hold on. No. We should sign off. Then you should do it, and then we should carry on for a little bit, and then you can pick how much you want to include in the after show.
All right.
Because I don't want to sign off in high pitched voice. But no. Hey, okay. Did we? Man, we've jumped around a lot.
We haven't done the booze.
It's been really fun. We
haven't done the booze.
We're on menthol.
But we didn't. No, I'm just saying.
What's the thing with menthol cigarettes? What's going on with that? Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say about that.
We didn't discuss how we won trivia.
We didn't. No, we didn't.
We kind of started into it.
Finish that up then. Finish that up.
Let's wrap everything up. We were in first place after the first scoring, right?
Okay.
We were in first place after the first 2 rounds. E?
Yep.
Then we were tied for 4th. Tied for 4th after the second 2 rounds?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Right? Because there was 3 teams in front.
4th or 3rd.
Tied for 4th. Yeah.
I don't remember exactly.
Maybe we were tied for 3rd and there was 2 teams tied for 1st.
Yeah, I think we were tied for 3rd.
Tied for 3rd. And then final round, we fucking brought it home. And Eric knew 2 of the answers and we changed them and we still won. But it came down to a tiebreaker. We tied with Scott's team for first. And then the question was something about how many books.
Poetry books.
Are in something.
And Jess guessed her favorite number.
8.
And
Laura was like, I want to guess 44 because 44 is my favorite number.
Either would have won us, but
we would have lost. But then when Jess said 8, then Laura goes 4 + 4 is 8. That's kind of numerology. She's like, I'm good.
Nice.
So we did 8 and Schroeder did 5. And the answer was 10. And we fucking won.
And we won.
Oh, we fucking won.
We won.
Oh, it'd been so long. Dude, those guys have won probably 12 out of the last 15 weeks, or 11 out of the last 14.
Those kids were kicking our butt weekly. And I don't know how they did so poorly this week. Doesn't make any sense to me. But
they probably had their phones in their pockets.
Yeah.
It was too cold.
I'm just talking shit. I'm not accusing them.
It was too cold to hold on to them.
They were super far away from the guy.
They were far away, and I did hear that it was kind of hard to hear out there, but
it was hard questions, man. I think I mean, if you ask me, that was the biggest thing. Is it was hard questions,
really hard. They're getting harder every week, it seems like.
And there's no sports questions.
No sports questions.
No sports.
No. Music's getting harder. General questions are getting harder. So I don't know. It's
awesome. It's good.
We'll see how the Mega Bowl goes.
Mega Bowl. Cinco de Mayo. The Mega Bowl.
Oh, damn.
Mega Bowl.
And dude, hey, FYI, dude,
21 teams last night.
21?
21.
Dude, there are major prizes coming up.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I hope that one of them's a bottle of Boss Hog.
You know, I wouldn't dude, I think there's gonna be like TVs and stuff.
No shit.
What did you guys get for winning last night?
I think it's gonna be kind of crazy.
$35. $35.
35 inch. You want a 35-inch TV? You got it, dude.
Gotcha.
Put it up, hang wall mount.
Those are like $15 nowadays. I mean,
I can get you a
free. If you just ask for one, they'll give it to you.
Yeah, I can get you a 35-inch TV. You take that $35, you buy some 2x4s, you sit on them, and then you sell the 2x4s, and then 35-inch TV.
So we haven't used any of our winnings yet. You want me to bring some next week? And we
Mega Bowl?
We just have some fun at the Mega Bowl.
Dude, for sure, bring it to the Mega Bowl. Okay. Yeah, let's cash it back in at the Mega Bowl. That'd be a blast.
All right, I'll bring a few.
Yeah, that'll be a blast. That anchors that coming up Wednesday. If anyone's listening to this won't be up before we go to Mega Bowl, but
it might be. Matt said he was gonna try.
Enjoy the Mega Bowl.
If it's up before Mega Bowl, then hey, if you're listening to this, go to Mega Bowl.
Yes.
Go to Mega Bowl.
I was having issues. I was having issues with YouTube uploading stuff, and what I found out is that the format that this program kicks it out in, it doesn't like. So I have to take it into Microsoft Video Editor every time, and then export it there first before I upload it for YouTube to like it.
But I mean, were you doing that from the beginning?
Yeah. I was trying to shortcut it before, and I kept running into errors, and I thought like something was fucked up with my computer, but it wasn't. It was just that it didn't like the file format that this program uses.
Well, we did that. We won trivia.
That's awesome. Congrats.
It was exciting. And what's funny is that it did come down to us and Scott's team. Scott had 7. There was a team there called Kelly Fort's Competition.
and they were tied for first
They were in first going into the final round.
And
they had fucking 20 people fucking sitting at their table answering questions.
Yeah, they need to have some definitely have some regulation going on.
I need the goddamn, if the quiz master is going to be a fucking dick, then go be a dick. Like, go out there and
remember how he wouldn't let you watch basketball, Eric?
Yeah, and my phone was facing him.
You could easily tell that you were watching basketball. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to put your phone away. A la chingada.
Yeah. Now, but you can have 20 people on a team and be all right.
Acceptable.
Hey, rules are rules, man.
No internet devices.
Yeah, but you can have 20 plus.
Should have just been like, this isn't on the internet. This is antenna TV.
You know what's crazy?
Some rabbit ears.
We just out the kitchen for some aluminum foil, and we just jerry rig some shit. This isn't a cell phone. This is a televisor. Mira, televisor.
Here's what's crazy. Scott's not going to be at fucking Mega Bowl.
Nope.
Gave up.
Gave up. Made him quit.
Schroeder Dick Darnold was like, no, I'm out. No, he's got a conference to go to. So I was like, what's your team even going to be like? I like our squad, man. I'm not kidding.
We definitely with in Scott's absence, we should use it as an opportunity to have our team name definitely clown on him.
Me, Matt, Ryan, Laura, and then that floater spot. You know, Jess is good. Jess knows some, like, Jess or Ashley would be great because they know some of the music. They know some of the things that we don't. And dude, The Princess and the Frog in Louisiana, his name's Prince Naveem.
Something like that.
The evil guy?
No, not the prince that
The cartoon, the Disney cartoon.
The Disney one.
The Disney one, Princess and the Frog.
Yeah.
Have you watched that, Nick?
I've seen it.
The prince is named Naveem,
Hmm.
but he's the good guy, not the voodoo guy.
Gotcha.
But how are you named Naveem in New Orleans?
Immigrant.
Wasn't born there.
Definitely not born there. I'm gonna call Walt up and be like, "Hey, man,
Like Prince Lil Wayne or something. I don't know.
Prince Nassim,
Prince Deuce McAllister.
Prince Deuce.
Prince McAllister." Well, it was fun. That was all. That felt like a trial by fire, like just effort, time put in to beat those fucking kids and then to fucking win. Oh, fucking, it's good. It felt good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
It felt fucking good.
Sounds
But Matt, tell your school board that you got Cinco de Mayo shit to do next week.
I don't have that meeting. I don't have the meeting.
Has every other week he has that.
Yeah,
I don't think Jess
this week was particularly long because we had to watch a presentation before we met.
You had to watch the movie Roots.
We had to what?
I get it.
This isn't the school board from 1895.
But I'll check with Jess. I don't think Jess is going to be able to make it, so we do need to get creative with our pick for the 6th and final member.
Let me see if Ash can make it.
Yeah, I'll let me double check with Jess to see if she could do it, and if she can.
Not, I mean, it doesn't matter. We can have 20 on a team, so
You can have, yeah, exactly. Mega Bowl.
Mega Bowl. No rules.
hope they write a big check for whoever wins.
That'd be great.
What are you guys drinking?
So I was telling the guys earlier, I went to Kelly's, had to get some regular bourbon for a mixer for the Derby for some mint juleps. So I got a big old bottle of Evan Williams.
Yep.
And I went with the 86 proof. I didn't go the 100 proof because I thought we want to enjoy ourselves and not be trashed. So, but while I was there, I was looking around and I got a bottle of Rabbit Hole, which I like. However,
never heard of it.
However, I thought I got a bottle I didn't have, and I was going to do an Instagram post, and I have that. I grabbed the bottle to compare them, and I bought the same bottle, and I didn't even know it. But it's great because I finished this bottle. So this is Cave Hill.
Turn your background off.
I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
Video.
If you click on the little arrow thing by the video, by stop video.
Background filters, none. Okay.
There you go.
So
Perfect.
Rabbit Hole, Cave Hill, empty.
Oh, that's you finished the old bottle.
Finished the old bottle. It's really good. It's super good.
Have you ever heard of that, Matt? Rabbit Hole?
No, I haven't.
It's a blended.
Show the full bottle.
Whiskey. So this is a 4-grain. It's got a little rabbit.
Oh, that's cool.
On the bottom.
Cool.
I see it.
Jackalope.
Yeah, little jackalope.
I see it.
Fairly, from what I've known about them, fairly new company. They haven't been around very long, but this one is 70% corn, 10% malted wheat, 10% barley, 10% honey malted barley, and aged in handcrafted casks by Kelvin Cooperage, whoever that is. But it's a cool company. Thought I had a different bottle, which was I think they do one in some wine casks, I think. And that one was more than what I wanted to pay for today. But I knew that I liked this company and what I had, so bought a bottle of it. Got home, like I said.
Bada bing.
Bam.
Bada boom.
Dang, that's the same bottle. But I know I like it, so I'm still happy with it. So.
Yeah, it worked out.
Worked out. Still, next time I know, go with something besides Cave Hill. But
Rabbit ears, 100% of the time from now on. The rabbit ear is going to be your Buffalo Trace.
What's the price point on that one?
this one was 64 here.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, that's
a pricey bottle.
I think it's probably $10 cheaper in El Paso.
Okay. Still, yeah.
But just imagine the gas that you spend.
Gas in my truck, I spent $30 in gas. So yeah.
Spent $180 in gasoline.
Matt, what are you drinking?
I got
Matt chauffeured us to El Paso.
Matt chauffeured.
Zero gasoline.
Ooh. Winner, chicken dinner.
Yeah.
Pure profit.
Early times, bottled and bond. Actually, for it being a 100 proof, I'm really watching it. I'm really just pouring little dabs in there, just sipping on it, because now I know what bottled and bond means now, and I know how to watch it a little bit, so you don't.
But surprisingly, that is a smooth 100 proof bourbon.
Yeah, this could be a problem. I'm glad I knew it going into it that it was the bottle and bond 100 proof, because I'm like, okay, it's that smooth where you could get yourself into trouble with this bad Larry right here. But what I was reading on the back that I was interesting is that I didn't realize that this whiskey must be aged for at least 4 years under government supervision in secured federal buildings. I didn't realize that part.
That's the bottle and bond.
Yeah, so bottled in secured federal buildings in the aging process, and then bottled at 100 proof. So early times bottle and bond. As far as the bottle and bond air quotes whiskeys that I've had, this might be one of the top ones that I've that I really like. So
how much was that?
Ooh, I think this is a 30 some bucks. Lower? Is it lower than that?
That's like a $23 bottle.
Is it that cheap? Shit, I thought it was a $30 bottle.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a great bottle for that price.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it was $23. For $23, this is outstanding.
Yeah.
This is absolutely outstanding.
$22.99 at Juanitos.
Okay. Well, at Kelly's, what is this at Kelly's, you think? 28
They don't have it at Kelly's. They don't have it at Kelly's.
Okay. No. Yeah. But it's great. Early times. Fantastic. Like it.
I don't think you can get that bottle in Las Cruces for $23, which is a shame. But that bottle, so Brown Foreman sold that early times to Zazarak, I believe. So the thing about that, and I believe we talked about, is people are wondering if the mash bill is going to change because it's been sold. And so if you have a bottle of Brown Foreman early times, keep it around to see if the mash bill changes, see if you're going to like it. So
interesting.
But that's one of the oldest bourbon whiskeys that's been around. It's been around for a long time.
It's been around since early times.
Since early time.
It's before me, for sure.
Nick, drinking a sour?
I'm guzzling a plant-based alcohol.
Oh yeah, early times. Also vegan. It's a vegan.
All of them? Yeah. Tater? You drinking a vodka?
No, I was just saying a couple days ago, a certain political party that'll remain nameless, one of their big wigs was mocking Biden, and he's like, pretty soon Biden's going to force everybody to guzzle plant-based beer.
So you got one?
You found a plant-based beer, huh?
You found an old-fashioned plant-based beer, you goddamn hippie.
Damn it. No, I'm not drinking a sour today. I ran out of beer, so I'm just doing my Evan Williams.
Woo! I love.
Still got it going. Evan Williams
is so fucking good for that price point.
You know what? Hey,
it's old Evan Williams. I want to start a company that's new Evan Williams.
Yeah.
I'm going to take
about middle-aged Evan Williams.
Middle-aged Evan Williams.
Hey, you know that bottle of Buffalo Trace that I left at your house, Matt. Let's take it to
allegedly that you. I mean, we'll have you got cameras or what?
There's a reason why Matt's not drinking Buffalo Trace tonight.
He doesn't have any
because it's gone.
You know, I will. You know what? We're gonna stock it. We need each one of us.
We're going over.
Matt, we need to get Nick a bottle of bourbon that we like and give it to him.
We'll be at Matt's house. I'll be at Matt's house Sunday morning.
Yeah, you're taking one for sure. You get to go pick.
Oh, and get what you like. Don't accommodate my Buffalo Trace habit. Get what you like. I'll like whatever you like.
Matt, they did at Kelly's. They did have a few bottles of Pinhook, just to let you know.
Oh, did they? You know what's so funny? Speaking of Pinhook, which is one of my favorites now, thanks to you, Eric, is when I was in Santa Fe with Brianna and Dax looking at the house that they were going to purchase. They were like, well, let's get a bottle and like hang out and chill after we came back from Albuquerque. So we stopped by the liquor store, and Brianna was like, I want a whiskey sour or an old fashioned. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, definitely that'll work. Cause I like bourbon. And Dax was like, yeah, I'll drink whatever you're going to drink. And I was just thinking, on the rocks or what have you. And I kid you not, this liquor store was tiny and it had nothing, but it had one bottle of Pinhook sitting there. And I was like, money, fucking money. It was all dog shit. It was all dog shit. And there was like one bottle of Pinhook, and I saw it and I grabbed it and we walked out. And when we got back to their house, Dax goes, dude, I thought you got like a Chardonnay or something because of the way the bottle
with
is.
The horse on it.
Yeah, because the horse on it and the whole thing. And then so we Brianna kind of showed me how to make simple syrup, and we did that. We made we made a whiskey sour with the Pinhook, and then me and Dax were sitting and chilling.
You guys use egg whites?
No, we're not you. And
she taught me how to make a simple syrup, but I'm not you.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, but so she did her thing, and she made herself like a whiskey sour, and it was fantastic. And she was like really impressed because she's not a big bourbon person, and she was like, this is amazing. Dax, not a big bourbon person, was like, man, this is amazing. Just on the rocks.
It's really good.
It's really good.
Really good.
And for people who aren't bourbon people, I think it's at that point where it's not so crazy expensive where you're like, I don't notice a difference. It's still in that because I have a feeling if you weren't into bourbon like that much, like if it was if you took $100, $150 bottle, it's tough to tell kind of the difference maybe between that and the Pinhook or whatever. But it's head and shoulders above a Maker's or something like that, and it really shows. And they were just fans, so it was exciting to show them like, oh, this is one of my favorites. And then they're like, I've never seen it before, and I felt like I knew something, to be like, oh, here's Pinhook. So yeah, so that's
Absolutely.
Thanks to Eric for introducing me to that one. I like it a lot.
Very cool. Kel, what are you drinking, Kel?
Oh, you knew I'd have to.
Long Branch.
Ooh, Long Branch.
So it's a wild turkey.
Wild turkey product, huh?
Yep, Long Branch. But can you see?
Signed by Obama. Oh, Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, that's McConaughey's.
This is Matthew McConaughey's bourbon.
Wild turkey, yeah.
So, Jess got me a birthday present.
Nice.
And for I want to say $300, she signed me up for Flaviar. Yep. And Flaviar is an online service. Every month it mails me 3 samples. Me and Eric got to try Widow Jane, which I know he was ecstatic about.
I'm trying to find some more, and
what I'll do is I'll go to Flaviar and see if I can't get it. Flaviar just sent me a deal, they sent me an offer to buy a bottle of 10-year Pappy for $950. And I was like, fuck, I'm almost tempted to do it, but I also want, I don't know. But nonetheless, so $300 a year, every month you get to pick a sample. And they mail you 3 samples. And me and Eric figured out it was enough for 2 people to have a full drink. 2 people can have a full drink, or you could have if it was 4 of us, it would just be a taste. But for 2 of us, you could on ice, you could make a decent pour. And every quarter you get to pick a bottle, and this was the bottle that I picked. And man,
How is it?
I would say it reminds me of I want to say like it's a really, really good Buffalo Trace.
All right.
So not that it's like some game changer, the bottle that I want to get back again that we had that I'm like, man, I want to try it again. This is the Clyde Mays.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I really want to have
it breathes for a while.
I need to let it breathe for a while because that shit is fucking rambunctious. But this is, I don't know. It's like maybe like Maker's 46. I know that it's a level above our everyday drinking stuff.
I think it was like $36 at Kelly's.
E, can you kind of run down for me? I know that we've talked about it before, but what letting it breathe does, because I'm thinking now
it just mellows it out. I think
because with this early times I opened it, but it was almost brand new. And it tasted different than when I first. Yeah.
Just getting that airflow in it, just letting it breathe. So you're getting that oxygen in there.
Gotcha.
I think it sort of mellows. When people say let it breathe, it kind of mellows it out. You're not getting that shock of a brand new bottle where you're just getting it and it, they call it the Kentucky burn, where you get that 100 proof going down in your throat and you feel it there. So letting it breathe kind of, gets the oxygen in there, mellows it out. And same thing with, I think if you were to put some in a glass and have a few ice cubes in there and letting that kind of water down. And they say drink whiskey the way you like it. So if you like it neat, if you like it with ice cubes, if you like it with Coke, drink it however you want to drink it. That's how I am. That's how I think. So,
okay.
But the thing about that Clyde Mays is when Kelly first got it, when we went to Lincoln, I was not a fan of it. It was, whew. But then when he brought it for the Super Bowl, which was 3-4 months later, it was amazing the way that it tasted. So
here we go. So this is what I have access to.
That's cool.
I'll sell you my bottle for $4,100.
You have a 20?
Uh-huh.
When did you get it?
Ashley got it for me. It was
how? When?
Oh, I've had it for like 3 years probably.
No shit.
Wow.
I don't have a 15. I have a 12. I have a 20 and a 12. And a shot left of a 10.
23.
What do you guys know about Japanese whiskeys? Because those are gaining in popularity.
I'll get us a sample of them. I can do a sample.
That would be a cool. I would pay $350 for that.
Yeah.
18 year, yeah. Elijah Craig, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this is the one that I was like investing. I was like, oh fuck.
That's ridiculous. I mean, even the 20 years is ridiculous, but $950. Wow. I have that.
Ooh,
Blanton's. Wow.
Single barrel black. I've never seen that. I don't know. I don't know.
Label.
Black label, yeah. Ooh.
Cuatro Flores. Bookers. Is that
I don't not
for the Bookers?
Oh, here's a tequila.
How much was that Bookers again?
$14.50.
Oh shit!
But that's a 30th anniversary one though. I got you that bottle of Booker's that one time that came in the cool box. Such a cool box.
Yeah, that was good too.
They have some Black Maple Hill. Not that bottle though. At Kelly's. 40-year-old. Jeez.
8-year-olds.
Right.
The thing about Japanese whiskeys that I've kind of noticed is that they kind of remind me of Scotch a little bit.
Look at that.
Wow.
I've got a bottle in here. Like that's not Kilgore gave it to me.
That's just a regular bottle of Blanton's.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why it's just like holy shit.
Yeah, you see that? Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, hold on. That looks interesting.
720. Great. I never even.
Bourbon's so good it didn't need a barrel finish. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Aged 9 years and 9 months. I have a gold bottle of Blanton's. That one right there.
You have that one?
Not that one. No, the gold bottle. You just
the gold. Sorry. My screen's probably a little slow.
Oh, okay.
The gold.
I have that.
Look at this one. Oh, here's the Boss Hog.
Man, I mean, you can go to Kelly's and buy it for less than $5.20 right now.
What is this?
This goes back to that whole conversation about collection.
Japanese edition. Wow.
What?
Oh, who we should have been hitting up all the time in Japan was Dave.
I know, right? Fuck. So, I mean, but like you can see that this is just like, I'm telling you, man, if you should sign up for you get to pick 4 bottles a quarter, dude. It's fucking awesome.
But those ones that you just showed us is what you have access to?
No, you get let's see here.
Or do you get
that was just from the vault? That's just the fucking rarest of rare. But like right now, like if you said, dude, Widow
Jane,
10-year
smoke.
Mm-hmm. If it's more than $80. Oh, okay. That's a good price, I think.
$66.
Yeah, for a 10-year bottle.
I can order it now. Free shipping.
7.6 stars. Wow, I thought it would be higher than that.
I think they're pretty. Look here, hold on. Like, give me one that you think has an unbelievably high ranking.
Jeez. Just go to Blanton's and see.
Let's just go to the Blanton's. Yeah, Blanton's.
Let's go with what we're familiar with tasting. $8.8.
Yeah. 175, 8.8.
Showing price for New Mexico. All right. Other states have different prices?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have this one, I think.
A single barrel, Evan Williams?
Yeah. Yeah, I have that. So $32. For $32, that ain't bad, right?
So why, I mean, yeah, for a minute difference in ranking, you can spend $150 less.
It's a rarity thing, Nick, for sure. Like, you know,
oh yeah,
that's why with the Evan Williams stuff that I think it's so underrated because they've got it fine tuned. They produce a lot of whiskey.
Go to that 23-year-old Evan
And
Williams.
it's fantastic. But there's plenty of companies that only produce a small amount, so the price just goes through the roof.
It's not available.
Of course it's not.
Yeah, I get that limited quantity stuff. Hopefully we can all make a trip to Japan and get all this limited quantity booze.
Hey, Kel, can you turn your speaker down a little bit? We're getting some feedback.
Evan
Me?
Williams,
Yeah.
23.
I think on your speaker it might be a little loud.
$1,500.
What are you hearing? Because I don't.
I hear everything happening twice, kind of. Maybe it's just me.
I don't know how to do.
I'm hearing feedback too. But
Yeah, just turn your volume down a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm sure that yep, totally did a difference. Thanks. Well, maybe not.
No, sorry. There we go. Try that.
There we go. Nope.
I think there's something on your side, Matt.
Is it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't hear it. I don't know. I don't know what I've done different. That's the problem that I'm having.
Did that
I
help?
hear it too. I think when you started sharing your screen is when it started.
Yeah, that might be what it is.
Okay, well, let's stop. There's a lot of cool shit in here, man.
Nice.
Pretty
And
damn cool.
God damn, man, there's just okay. It opens.
That's weird. It went away completely now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be when I'm sharing my screen.
Wonder why.
I think we should save all the other stuff for next week.
Yep.
God bless. Well, I'm not ecstatic about the Bills pick. Nick, how are you feeling about?
I would have preferred like that Oregon offensive tackle, but
Yeah, I mean, if he slid like crazy.
yeah, but I'm happy. I mean, we took a extremely solid offensive lineman, and that was our primary need. That was our number one need. So I'm happy with where we went.
Is the draft over for tonight?
Yeah, tonight was just the first round. Tomorrow is rounds 2 and 3, and then on Saturday it's a rest. The Rangers won tonight though, so I am happy about that.
Nice.
I don't think we're very good, but we they beat the Red Sox 4-1.
Anytime you beat the Red Sox or the Yankees, that's good.
When you're the Rangers, anytime you beat Mayfield, Cruces High, Gadsden, it doesn't matter, dude. You just fucking take it,
Right.
and you enjoy the win.
Bonus.
Yeah, the Red Sox are 16-10, and the Rangers are 11-15. Fuck, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we're gonna go. Okay, hold on. Tomorrow, we're not going. I'm gonna go play golf with Nick early, and then how do we want to? I'm not walking to Deming, so like.
Well, we're gonna pick you up while you're walking.
Okay,
Who's
have to walk the whole way.
all going then? After all,
I'm going.
Me and Ash.
okay. Is Jess
I don't
coming?
know if I'll talk to her. I don't know.
Okay,
There's not a lot of shit for her to eat out there.
fair. Nick, you want to come? Can you come?
I might.
Okay.
I'll try.
Yeah, well, you're more than welcome to, of course. So if you can, you can. If you can't, no biggie.
Yeah. I'll definitely be there bright and early on Sunday morning though.
Badass.
So we're doing steaks tomorrow. Super excited about that. And the French onion soup, by the way.
Oh my God, it's
Oh, it's so
ridiculous.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna eat all day just in preparation for that.
Hi,
I'm gonna eat like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for lunch, and that's it. Just to.
I'm gonna have coffee and then I'm gonna have golf beers, and then that's like it. That's gonna be me ready. Just be like, dude, listen, someone pick me up. I'm gonna let Nick, because I'm gonna pick. Nick, because Nick doesn't have cars, as we say. So that's why I was saying that, like, maybe I'll just let Nick drive my car home or something, like, I don't know.
What time are you done with golf at?
We tee off at 12?
No, tee off at 1.
We tee off at 1. So it's probably a 3 to 4 hour
shotgun start. So
we'll be done
is it
5.
a tournament?
Yeah.
Cool.
Lions Club.
What do you think? Okay, you were saying, yeah, you were saying, sorry.
What do you think the Lions Club does?
Breed lions. We froze. Hello. We froze. Well, ladies and gentlemen, E has funky glasses on. Kelly is asking what the Lions Club does. And this is an interesting conclusion to the episode, but thanks for joining us. And